For those of you who are not us, we use this stream to stream our Pathfinder game. And we mostly because we don't like taking notes. We don't intend this to be viewed, but if you do like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up or a heart or a like or whatever it is on whatever platform it
Whatever you
is.
young kids do nowadays.
That's right. Either on Joe to Pro, which is right here on my screen, or Double Whammy, who is waving right now. And those are both of our streamers and our streamer and our backup streamer. So if you like it, you subscribe to it. You like the stories we tell here, we'll keep cranking them out, but not because you like it, unfortunately, because we like it.
Yeah.
And I like watching it at work the next day.
Yeah,
And it's the way we like it.
But we do like you. All right.
And we're glad you're
Sorry.
here.
True.
Mildly.
We're talking to our future selves, not you. Me.
Unless you're a valued watcher, in which case we're talking
Uh-huh.
about you. Stick around.
Yeah. Unless you've been with us from the beginning, then we like you. Or unless you're new, then we like you too. Because Daddy needs some cheddar. YouTube paid pretty good. Daddy needs some cheddar. Anyway.
Getting
We
paid?
get paid for this?
Good. You guys
Did y'all get paid?
You guys get paid.
Oh yeah, like we've been getting paid this whole time, Shane. What's up with you?
That's crazy. My checks must be in the mail.
Yes,
You're gonna
they
say
are.
your checks didn't show up at your house?
They're routed
Nah.
through Albania, actually.
Uh-huh.
So it might be a while.
We'll have to talk with our secretary, Jesse. He was in charge of all that.
That's right.
Typical.
Yeah. Did you talk to Frida? Frida, my secretary. She didn't call you.
Hello, Bobbert.
300.
Thank you for stopping by.
All right, we are on episode 49 with the Series 6, where we last left off. This intrepid troop was coming back after defeating a
What's
horrible
that?
villain, the Algolthus, a aquatic, weird and crazy otherworldly civilization that was on the rise again. However, due to the nature of what they did, not a lot of people know about it, and maybe it's better that way. So while they failed to gain glory and fame, maybe fortune isn't out of the mix just yet. We'll see. The troop then came through to the city of Almara, where they met with their patron, one of their patrons, the man known only as the Broker. And the Broker gave them a decision, a choice to make. Either stay there and help him with his odd jobs rebuilding his empire that has in recent times taken a bit of a toll. Hey, puppy. Or go back to Vigo, where it all started. The troop has yet to give him a choice yet, a decision yet. However, with their cargo in tow, approximately 20 or so kids left over after the Almara kids were taken back, 20, 25, something like that. After the kids in Almara were taken back, including Molly Violet, a noble of House Violet, whose mother, the last of their recollection, is in a coma in Vigo. That night, upon going to sleep, there was a very interesting encounter that happened with Dawn, wherein Dawn heard the voice of a lost party member, Jakas. When he asked, "What can I do? What do you need? Do you need something from me?" Jakas only said, "Save me." And we'll pick up the next morning with the group walking on their way to the Brokers. Oh, you already had breakfast, already taken care of the daily preparations, but you are walking on the way to the Brokers. Dawn, after hearing "Save me," you woke up in the morning, asleep in your bed, the harp still sitting there, exactly where you left it.
Kind of shocked, especially with the kind of vision we all had the night before. But has to be the right time. I would handle business, and once we're on our way, he'd keep it in his mind to let the group know what happened.
You guys make your way through the city. Bazak tells you as you leave the ship that he had a troubling dream that night, and he was going to need to do something quickly. That he would catch up with you. So he parted ways from you, but promises to catch up with you as soon as he can. As you make your way through the Verde Vestment with the dry docks and the smoke and the hustle and bustle of lumber mills cranking out lumber and coal being burned and just lots of action there in this industrial sector of Almara. You guys make your way through to the opening of the alley where the broker sits at the end of.
So, what would we were telling him that we're going to Vigo, right? That's talked about it over breakfast, I think, if I remember.
We just want to inform him that we're not available to assist. I'm sure Chuck and his men will be more than happy to get his system back up and running.
Alright, just remember. Ready to hand in.
You make your way through the alley. You come to the double doors, and you see the familiar sight of the well-dressed guard standing there, who looks you over and nods, opens the door, motions for you to go in. You're ushered inside to a relatively empty gambling establishment. In the morning, it seems that there's a couple of drunk patrons that are shuffling out, that the bouncers are moving out from the hustle and bustle of the night before. If you can call it that, it seemed like it was a light night.
Can we head straight to...
Make the way. Go see Vinny.
You guys go up to the double doors that lead into the broker's office. You guys see Vinny standing there. Oh, you want to see the boss, huh? He's been expecting you all morning. He opens up the door. Go right in.
I had to grab a little breakfast this morning, Vinny. You know how it is.
Yeah, I can't function on an empty stomach, I tell you.
I feel that.
Vinny is a portly fellow. As you guys enter the room, you see the broker, spectacles perched on his nose at the end of his nose as he's writing with a quill in a piece of parchment. He looks up at you and he goes, "Oh, a Sirius 6. It's good to see you."
Good to see you too.
So,
Parker.
you thought about my offer? What is it that you guys want to do?
We've decided that we're going to have to pass on it at this time at least. We have some unfinished things in Vigo that we have to take care of. I'm sure we'll find a way back down here eventually.
Broker sits back in his chair, takes his glasses, he puts them down on the table. I can respect that. You gotta finish your business. I want to thank you personally for introducing me to Mr. Windrunner. He's an interesting business partner, but I think we can
We can work something out.
He talks a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's okay. I like people who talk more than me. You know, that way I know more than them. You get it?
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys take note that John Doe is not in the room.
Anyway, well, I look forward to doing business with you again soon. If you tell anyone about anything that you may have seen here, anything that you may have done for me, I'll know about it.
Of course.
What?
It'd be disappointing if, for instance, some lord or noble or even some well-meaning captain of a guard were to find out about some of the activities that you've done here for me. It'd be unfortunate, you know. I don't like being disappointed. You guys wouldn't disappoint me, would you?
Smirk my face.
Say again. You cut out.
Who are you? Who are you again?
Yeah, what's even Glassstone? I've never heard of such a thing.
Oh, is that what he was talking about? I was confused the entire time. What he was referring to? Like, what? We didn't really do nothing. Yeah.
He looks around at all of you and he goes,
I feel like we can trust each other. We have an understanding. At any rate, feel free to come back again. You know the way out.
goes back to writing.
Hopefully next time with this head. Head out.
Yes. Hopefully.
Take our leave.
You guys
Seeing you
find
again.
yourself. Say again?
Nothing again. Nothing. Go.
Said a goodbye.
You guys find yourself in the middle of the Verde Vestment after saying goodbye to the broker. There are still kids that need a home.
To see Jocelyn, I think the next plan was. Man, we talked a lot
Yeah.
over breakfast, huh?
Yeah, I can talk to her.
We do want to make this quick, though, gentlemen. There are a lot of individuals here that might be looking for me.
Well, keep yourself hidden. It shouldn't be much of a problem then, eh?
Just put one, just like put a robot or something. I don't know.
Could borrow my goggles.
Yeah, do that.
Do you want them?
Yeah.
Give my goggles.
I
for the
also
time
have
being.
goggles too. If you want them. Actually, no, I need these to see in the dark. So never mind. You'll be alright.
You can go ahead and put the goggles in your inventory. You can hang on to them.
They're just
Um,
normal goggles, right?
I saw the view goggles.
To go with
Yeah,
my
it's-
shorts.
Written on the side.
Look
Puts them
my
on like a
hand.
pair of sunglasses.
Yep. Yep.
Wow. These would be great on a ship. Good lord.
Now we just have to hope they don't have an update about the whole one hand thing. That one's a little harder to cover up.
I'm 6 foot. I'm kind of hard to hide, so we've been doing good so far. I'm just saying the longer we're in the vestment, the more likely it is that I get spotted.
Right. So
Then, we don't all need to go to Jocelyn's. I know the way. Y'all can go back to the spot if y'all want.
Well, we still have all the children
Yeah.
that we have to gather, and
If you're worried about them hunting you, which is honestly pretty important, I got this.
I believe as long as we keep moving, we'll be fine. The last time it was because me and Uriah were looking for Simpson in the waters, and we spent a period of time down here. We just got back to town. I don't think I'm going to be that noticeable that quick.
Hmm.
So we should be good. I'm just saying we want to keep our business short and sweet as much as possible.
How many children are left? Would you say?
Between 20 and 25.
Hmm. Okay.
We all know where they live.
All over the Prahedron Coast, Glorane, and Riston.
Oh. Hmm.
Let's go ahead and head to Jocelyn then. I think that's just
Okay.
the next step.
Well, head back to the ship, get the kids, and then go to
I
Jocelyn.
think we should.
I feel like we should
ask her
ask
first?
before we bring the children.
Okay.
Maybe on the way I can find another spare set of goggles.
Yeah. 'Cause dropping 25 kids, like, never mind. Anyway, we're headed to Jocelyn's.
You guys make your way through the area known as the View. You see construction taking place where the view is expanding. Your mind goes back to times that you had here. You passed Moosely Tasely, and you see that it is expanding as well. Most everything is growing bigger, making more. It's going out actually into the water. They're building like a massive dock that's there, but it doesn't seem like a dock for ships. It's more like a boardwalk. They are just building out over the water, and several bits of scaffolding have been arranged to build larger structures. Could be homes. It could be some sort of establishments, some sort of restaurants or businesses. You're not sure. They're just buildings at this point.
All
As you
this-
make your way through, go ahead.
Johnny would make the comment, all this land these people have, and they have to encroach on the sea. It's a shame.
As you
Fine.
make your way through, you notice some of the Prahedron predators shuffling through in a squad, and they are marching. As you pass them, they take no notice of you. They walk past. There are people moving as you kind of get more into the view. There's more of a crowd. There's people moving past you. You see lots of different faces, different ethnic cultures. One stands out crazy. In fact, there's kind of a bubble around this person where everybody's kind of just looking at him. You see a sentient, about 4 foot tall frog that is walking down the street, just kind of wide eyed looking at everything. And you guys kind of take notice of this, and he's just kind of looking around and goes up to one of the attractions there at the view. Step right up, and starts paying coin and plays one of their games. And you guys, there's like a whole bubble around him. Everybody's like, "What the heck is this guy?" You know, like murmurs through the crowd.
Hey. Can I walk up to him?
You could if you like.
Walk up to him.
Holy cow!
I'll go checking out the flavor.
He is green skinned all the way down. He has almost no neck. He has a yellow underbelly and red hands and feet.
Is he
Bright
wearing
red.
clothes?
He is wearing clothes. He has kind of a tricorn, only like a Robin Hood kind of style hat with a feather that comes out. It's green, as well as a green vest that he's wearing, as well as several brown leather pouches and gear.
So would you say he's like
Um,
tree frog esque? The light green, yellow, and red.
Very, very,
Okay.
tree frog esque.
You said a yellow underbelly?
Yeah, yellow underbelly.
If you can think of like the very iconic tree frog, the lime green, kind of red on the pot,
Yeah.
red on the webbed feet. That's why.
big suction cup fingers.
Yeah, he's cheating.
Falco would walk up to him. Well, Falco and Sliver would walk up to him
Right.
and like kind of whisper something to Slippy. You ever seen one like you've ever seen a frog this big before?
Slippy just kind of looks at you, and curiosity kind of.
It's crazy. Tap him on the shoulder. Excuse me.
Hold up 1 second.
Take your time. This dude's sick.
I'm pulling up something real quick.
Trying to figure out a voice for him now that he actually has to talk.
Voice of a tree frog. Come on, Google. Come on.
It's like a wet sponge starts squeaking it.
By
like,
the end of
"What's
this
up?"
episode, all of Judah's NPCs are gonna have voices just in case Falco wants to talk to him.
So, what's his job? Entertain me.
You know, since last Monday, Judah's introduced 6 mute NPCs. I don't know what's wrong with them. They all have their tongues cut.
I think one of mine too.
You see, he has a very agile. He has a very agile frame. Very thin frame. I am on the wrong page. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I
right.
appreciate your help.
Rip off his legs and start grilling him for.
Bruh. That's not cool, bruh.
That's
That's what Slippy's
I want me
thinking.
I want me some frog legs, dog.
You see, yeah. It's okay. All right. That's what I needed. You walk up, you approach him. Slippy kind of gives you this weird look, and then what is it that you say to him?
Hey, where are you from? The name's Taco.
Startled, and he kind of looks at you and straightens himself. He reaches his hand out and he goes, well, hi there.
Nice to meet you.
He's like 4 foot tall. He's reaching up to you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Where are you from?
I am from down south. Another continent called Relkia.
Oh, I don't think I've been that far over the water.
It is pretty far away.
What's your name?
Arelkia.
Relkia. R-E-L apostrophe K-I-A. It is where
Sounds
the
familiar,
other group
huh?
is.
Must
Yeah, I'm like, I know that name. You sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
Frog from Arelkia.
My name is Berum. B-E-R-R-U-M.
B-E?
Mm-hmm.
B-E-E.
It is difficult to comprehend in your language, but Berum does fine.
Nice to meet you, Barum.
Likewise,
What you in town for?
I am here to see the view.
It's a pretty... Oh, right. This place is called The View. Haha. Right. The view here is pretty nice.
He looks around and he goes, not much as far as nature here.
So, where you want to go is... You want to go to Dartland Forest. Now, that sounds like your type of spot. That's where I'm from.
Really? What is it like?
Trees as far as you can see. There's even a little town.
Wouldn't you like the swamp more?
I think that might be racist, but I don't know.
Either ways, accommodating to my kind. I do not take an insult.
Okay. Yeah, but no, the forest is definitely probably be your spot. They have. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I am a traveler of my people. It is my job to record the findings of the outside world.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
So
What
I
have you
would
found so
be
far?
interested in finding the Artland Forest. What did you say? I'm sorry, I was talking and I didn't hear you.
No, you're good. Do you happen to have a map?
He pulls out this piece of paper that looks brand new, like he had just bought it. And it's a piece of parchment that kind of shows Prahedron, but it doesn't really show out very much outside of Prahedron.
Hey Don, you might give me a help pointing where the forest is on this thing?
Of course. Yes, yes. Go over, take a look. Am I able to?
Go ahead and roll society.
Oh, of course, of course.
First roll of the night, baby. Let's go.
Problem is, he's only going to be able to see the Prehedron area.
Where's society?
Beautiful 27.
Ooh, 19. It's a low roll.
Ooh.
Silver sap.
With a 19, you can find with a 19, you can find out that there is no Dartland Forest on his map. He bought a map of Prahedron out of the Dominion. So you can kind of show him like, oh, it's not here. It's like if this is here, then it would be like up this. It'd be like that.
Mm-hmm. Explain that to him. Well, this map is of the Prahedron up near the north side. You'd go into Vigo, which you'd probably buy another map for, and then off of that you go to the north, and that would take you into the Dartland. I don't know if they have a map for that part, but this map doesn't exactly have.
There's
I-
a town, Dartland. You could go there.
It is my mission to find more interesting places for the what's it called? Oh, that's it. The tribe mother.
Tribe mother.
Don, you might want to point out your favorite place in the Prehedron.
I mean, we're in it. The view.
The Silver Sap.
You
Ooh.
know.
Ooh, that's a good idea there, Johnny.
He already came from the south. I don't know if he wants to go back down.
True.
You know. Then the people were kind of unreceptive to, like, you know, beasts. So I don't want to send
I
her.
said
Fair.
the Silver Sap. I didn't say Portadrag.
Well,
It's
if he
the
wanders
Silver
too
Sap
far
is
down-
still a large forest. He said
His
he's
large
looking-
eyes, one blinks faster than the other as he's looking at you.
Well, I'm nearby. There is a bit
Rose up.
of the Silver Sap Forest. Shivers a little bit. I mean, we've tried some of the sap. I don't know if what you eat exactly. I don't know if you big meat eater or vegetarian type.
He just shakes his head.
Well, I mean, the sap at least didn't seem toxic. I don't know if it'd be toxic to your kind or not, but
As they're communicating, Falco's just like looking him over, like, ooh.
He's a
You
traveler.
notice-
lifting
You
up his
notice
coat.
he glistens a bit, almost like he's always sweating. You say that you actually like pick up his coat,
Yeah, like his arm, like look underneath and like
like you're
my
you're
God.
actually
I'm
like
like full on like
Poking with
Alright.
prodding.
I need you to make a fortitude save.
Like a small child who
he's
doesn't
a
know any better.
poisonous.
Whoa!
Fortitude. Oh,
Yep.
wow, that's actually
Poison.
this one.
Boy's a dart frog.
21.
Oh, he's a poison
You take
dart
sickened
frog.
1.
Oh, wow.
You take sickened 1 as you pick it up. You're
Oh, you say he's wearing clothes.
yeah.
I think
His
he was
clothes are even glistening.
His clothes are
as
wet,
well.
brother.
Oh,
Bro,
wow.
he's like always sweating, and as you pick him up,
All pain.
as you pick him up, he kind of jerks his his arm back. His eyes go big, and then you're like, and it like stings, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I don't feel so good, and he goes, sorry, my skin is toxic to humans.
Ooh. I think I'm gonna sit down for a second.
I'd love to test it, but I'm half human, so I'm afraid it might still affect me.
It probably will, although your kind, the Earls, have been somewhat of a mystery to my kind.
Why is that?
Knows your
You
health.
could do it stone for research purposes.
My people are a... What is common word? He thinks for a moment. Like to stay hidden.
Secluded.
Yes.
Oddly, not the first one we've seen around here. No, of course, of your kind, but other secluded creatures.
Elves, I am told, are very new to
That they are.
he says a word that Falco sounds like Kadara, but it's in a different tongue. But it's very similar to Kadara.
Could you say that word again?
He
Oh,
says
wow.
it again. It's very similar to Kadara. But it's like it has like a croak and a click in it.
Oh no.
I think I know what you're talking about. Oh God. When does this stuff wear off?
He shrugs.
You
think
don't
I can
care.
get you think you can? Listen, oh,
You're
would-
sickened, so you can retch and get rid of it.
oh.
I just waterboard him.
It's like, you know what? I'm gonna. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go
I've-
rage. I'll
I've
be right
been-
back.
I've been like this before. I can teach you. I can show you how to fix this, Falco.
Shoves his finger down his throat.
Shoves his finger down his throat.
Takes him over. Me and Falco walk over to a little alley, and I'm like, listen, you just lean over,
What?
yeah. Open your mouth.
Okay.
Open your mouth.
Why?
Just open your mouth.
Don't close your
No,
eyes.
just-
Don't
just
close
hold
your
on.
eyes.
You're going too fast. What do you mean? Open my mouth.
Go like this. Go
No, I'm not bending over. and doing
You
that.
have to get the poison out. You have
How
to
do I do that?
by getting sick.
I'm already sick.
This will help
As
you.
is
Trust
saying
me.
sick, you just shove it.
Trust me. It's gonna be okay. You just open your mouth, put your finger like right here on your mouth for a second. As soon as he puts the tip of his finger, Johnny shoves his arm so that the finger goes, and then let's go.
All right, you
And then holds
retch.
him. I hold him while he's doing this so he doesn't fall over.
Yeah, you retch and throw up, and you can take away sickened.
Watch, watch the boots. Watch.
Barum looks over at Johnny and Falco leaving, and he kind of blinks and looks back at you, Don, and you, Uriah, and looks at his hand, and then reaches into his pocket, his pouch, pulls out a very strange kind of wool and leather glove, and he puts it on. And as he puts it on, he reaches his hand out to shake.
I'm doing it.
Like, I'll let your
You-
eyes shake.
shake his hand. It covers his skin. This particular glove covers his skin, and he shakes your hand and he goes, "I am told that this is a gesture of goodwill among your people."
That it is.
Did you really?
I wish you the best, my friends.
Wait. I'm gonna need some of
It's like-
that.
Wait.
You think you could take out a vial? One of the vials that I have. You think you could put some of that poison, whatever you have in here?
I need you to roll a diplomacy check.
Oh.
We're asking a poor man for his
My
sweat.
worst skill ever.
Falco,
Yes.
sweat in this jar, please.
Come on, I just need a little bit of sweat, please. Please, that's
Just
all
a
I
little
ask.
bit.
Just a little bit of sweat.
Ooh,
You quite
natural-
literally.
Just to get me over for the day.
calm
What was
down.
that? What was that?
Natural 15, so total of 16.
It looks at you, partly disgusted, partly partly inquisitive.
I'm a hunter. Sorry, that was weird.
He takes an involuntary step back at when you say you're a hunter.
Not of like your kind, just hunter gatherer. You know. God. Can you just sweat in this jar for me, please? I feel like we're
I'm-
getting off on the wrong foot.
I've
I mean,
done a
you
bit
just
of
make me puke.
alchemy myself. If you wouldn't mind letting us take a little bit, we could certainly try to see if there's maybe perhaps an antidote. That way it
She's a,
doesn't have to infect everyone. Trying to assist Falco here.
He is. Let me repair some things that I messed up. He is only 2.5 feet tall. He is very
Holy
small.
Small.
He is very
Oh,
small.
drop
Did I
kickable.
miss did he say a
Um,
race or anything? What he is? What kind? What creature?
He does not. He did not say what he is.
Okay.
What drop kickable is he on the drop kickable meter?
Right, you even put your boot near him.
As you guys are
Whoa.
trying to do this, Johnny walks off to a bar and comes back with a glass of water for Falco just because he felt bad for him.
He kind of looks at you and then reaches his hand out, still gloved, to take the vial.
Here you go.
He
Thanks,
takes the
Johnny.
vial. He takes the vial, and then he kind of like takes his arm and he's like scoops a bit of it, and then pushes it, like make sure there's a small bit in the bottom of the vial. Then he hands the vial back to you.
Oof. I'll get some use out of this.
He kind of like very weirdly gives you this.
For your
Look.
I'm gonna go in my coat or bag or whatever I'm holding. For your troubles, and give him a platinum.
He takes it in his hand and he kind of looks at it curiously and looks up at the vendor who's literally been sitting here for this whole time. And he goes, "Ooh, I can set you up with something very nice for that, sir." Kind of just hands it to the vendor.
No, no, no! I put my head. No,
He kind of looks at you kind of weirdly.
you don't
Yeah.
even know what he's selling.
Don, you pick up very quickly that this guy is even more Falco than Falco.
Mm-hmm. Very.
Listen, Barum. I was like you once. Naive. Silly, even.
You were a frog, Falco?
Yeah, before your mother kissed me. Anyway, we're actually headed up north. If you would like to travel with us, I don't know if you have any plans or anything. We have to take care of some stuff before we leave, but we could take you up there and show you the sights a little bit if you want.
Roll another diplomacy check.
God, now you're gonna make me roll a freaking natural one. Oh,
Tell me about your point.
yeah. 7.
Oh.
Falco, do you think it's really a good idea to pick up more traveling companions?
Why not?
I have other things for a moment. Plans. But I thank you for your generous offer, Falco.
If you ever
He says Falco with like effort. It's almost like when he says your name, he's not. It's like he's not used to names in general.
he's like, wow. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he's like trying to identify you without insulting you. So he tried to use the name that you gave him, but it doesn't make sense to him.
Well, if you ever see that money's worth quite a bit that I gave you. So you use that for food, water, and travel.
He nods.
Okay? And be
Kind of-
safe.
You as well. He nods to you and trots off to his next adventure.
See you, little Fred. So you guys are just gonna let me get sick? Johnny's the only one that can take care of me. We have a guy that can literally heal, and he didn't even thought of healing me.
You were
party is-
healed.
Yeah. Why? What kind of method was that?
Yeah,
It worked,
we kinda
didn't it?
Watched you
I
guys.
haven't
mean-
washed my hands in forever.
And you shook. Did you shake his hand?
No, I picked him up.
No, I meant after the whole alleyway with
Well,
Johnny.
next time you get sick, you'll know to wash your hands before doing the procedure.
Did I do what, Don?
Shake his hand after you kind of.
I gave him a little. He turned around and left, and I gave him a little.
Okay, just making sure you didn't touch the man with your
That's
dirty
interesting.
hand.
Never seen anyone like him.
Neither have I, but he seems quite interesting.
Yeah.
As you turn to leave, you notice the view kind of getting more and more packed. You see elves and dwarves and gnomes. You see halflings walking around. It is truly a melting pot of different people. And you see Don, make a perception check.
Uh-oh.
But my perception's higher.
Woo, baby.
But Don knows to look for it.
Oh, is it Moosleys? Ugh.
31, 18 plus 13 is 31, right?
31.
Yes.
31.
You see a Stellian.
Huh.
Not an elf,
Uh huh.
not a dwarf, a Stellian. Not a human. He is a Lorcan.
Mhm.
And he walks up to a booth. He shakes and loses his features, becomes a human. And as he walks up to the booth, the guy just kind of face falls and he just points. You see, he mutters a few things, but you're too far away to see what he does. And the Stellian kind of turns around and walks away.
Are we
There's the
going?
bait, Joe. He flung it right at your face. What are you gonna do with it, son?
Yeah, he doesn't have to do anything with it. I'm
Bite.
adding to the world.
Yeah, Don's gonna
Bite on the hook or
he'd
leave
take
it.
that in. I don't even after Falco, or Shane. I don't
No,
think
I'm-
Don would act on that, but it's definitely something to remember and remember that booth.
Do I notice? No, I'm sorry.
Any quick gift shops I can swing by and get a new pair of goggles? By the way,
That's what you want to do? Alright.
I need a new pair of goggles, brother.
Yes! For
Oh
five
my-
silver, you can find novelty goggles. Although they are not as good as the ones that you had before, you can find some decent ones for a platinum.
I got vintage.
The things I do for you, Johnny.
Things I do for love.
I'll take the platinum ones, of course I will.
Of course you will.
Of course I will.
Of course you will.
That's 'cause you're the
Joe's character sheet is filled with useless stuff. He loves collecting useless stuff.
Have you looked at his room?
Whoa, let's not get personable.
Yo,
I mean,
Listen,
he ain't
you
wrong
see
about what's
that-
sitting in my
It's a
closet. Tell you
family-friendly
what.
stream.
That's right. It's a family-friendly stream. It's a family stream.
You know what's sitting in my
Um,
closet. Tell you what.
Oof, oof, oof.
No, you do know. It's getting
I
built.
do
One
know.
It's been.
One
Alright.
long time.
Uh-huh.
Year and a half.
Let's focus back up. Let's focus back up.
You guys make your way through the view and pass into. I just spaced.
Nico?
The no. We're still in the view, but out of
it's
or
out
out
of
of
the
Al-
view.
we're still
It's,
in Almarie, but it's out of the view. It's the next place.
Yes,
which
that's what he's
is-
trying to do.
Nero, is it Nero Square? I think it's Nero
Nero.
Square.
Yes.
I thought it was Nico.
Yeah,
That's
no,
okay.
it's Nero Square. Yep, it's Nero Square. So you guys make your way through Nero Square. You see more of the predators. In fact, you see a couple of predators that you recognize that have shuffled. Like you look at him, and you're like, I know that guy. And he looks at you for a second. He waves, and then he's moving. He's just like, oh hey, how's it going? And as he's walking away, and then you kind of place him. I think he was up in Riverhold. You know, like they're cycling around. As you make your way through town, through the Nero Square, you start to smell kind of the earth, this like muck that's there, as the men are training always in Nero Square. And as you trot up to this large cobblestone building, Falco leads you to the school, wherein the doors are closed. You hear voices from inside. That it is there.
Now, listen, before we go in, don't say, I'm gonna like point to each one of you. Don't say nothing crazy. And I'm looking right at Uriah. Okay? These are kids.
Says the guy who says crazy things.
There's nothing I say that's crazy. What?
L-
Wait, when do I say
literally-
crazy stuff?
Literally just wanted to take sweat from a guy, but you know.
That's not crazy. God, that's
Alright.
not crazy.
What you
You. What are you doing? Here, you're outside
Guys,
the door.
Okay.
Alright,
Knock.
knock on the door.
There's a moment, and then the door opens, and you see Jocelyn. Can I help you? Oh, Falco, and
Hey,
the rest
howdy.
of the. Don't tell me. Series 6.
Yeah, that's us.
Awesome. It's I have a class at the moment.
I know. Real quick. Wait, what are you teaching right now? sorry.
I'm teaching common.
Do I? I think
Common.
I know that
Language.
It's
She's
language.
teaching language.
language.
Focus.
Sorry, I wanted to learn something, but okay. Do you think? I'd hate to ask you this now. Do you think you could help us out with? Long story short, we were on a mission. This bad guy was doing bad stuff to children. We saved the children, and we're just trying to get them home. But some of them don't all live here. Do you think you could help us out with, like, that?
Oh boy.
I know that's a loaded.
How many children are we talking about here?
20. Look at the party. 20.
20.
2025.
20.
25.
20.
20.
We can. I think we can handle taking 5 of them wherever they need to go. Plus 2 of them, we know where they need to go.
That's
Know where all of them go.
that's about as big as a class. She kind of like is lost in thought for a little bit, and then she like stops herself from thinking, and she goes, "What am I doing? Yes, of course. We'll take care of it. Just
And if you need money or anything, just let me know and I can help out.
oh, you're very kind, but
Matter of fact,
Oop.
here. And I'll give her 10 platinum.
she just
My
kind of
God,
like
bro.
big 10
Like,
platinum, and
rich.
she's like looks at you. She's like, thank You have certainly done well the last few weeks.
Yes.
She puts it in her coin purse. She takes it. Rather, I can't take this. She pushes it back to you.
You're not taking it for yourself. You're taking it for the children. Push it back to her. And
Okay.
you're helping us. You're doing us a really big favor. I'd feel terrible just asking you a favor and not giving you anything in return. So, you know.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll take care of it. You can just bring bring the kids by. I guess they can join in on the class. We had a few children sick today. So they should have seats, plenty of seats for 20 or so children. um, but yeah, bring them by and we can.
Who's the smallest one out of the party? Above table. Who's like the shortest one here? And weighs the least?
Probably you're right.
Either me or you. I think I'm like, I think I'm 5'11", but I don't know how much I weigh.
Alright, fine. Okay. I'll be back. And then Falco and Slippy would run back to ship.
You guys, we can say this
Yeah.
within the next couple hours. You guys orchestrate all of this with Jocelyn, who is very appreciative of your trying to help out, and she is again kind of thinks to herself, like she's lost in thought. You can see that, like almost like she's battling at sometimes, like what is she gonna do, but then she wants to help out, and so she's working through it, but she is wholeheartedly, you're not taking these children anywhere else. I'm taking care of them. And so you can see this kind of internal struggle that she's dealing with. At least the more charismatic of players of characters can clock this. I'll say Don clocks it absolutely 100%. Uriah can clock it, and Johnny might be able to clock it. I don't know if Falco does or not. But yeah, that's kind of how that goes. Jocelyn ends up putting the kids to work in the school, giving them schoolwork and starting bringing them up to speed of where the class is, and begins teaching them. She then
Any
has her
interesting
assistant.
students? Any interesting students? Or is it all just like teaching the younger kids common? Is there like any maybe other like races like dwarves, gnomes that are learning common?
There are 3 gnomes in the class that are learning common, gnome children. They are. You haven't had a lot of experience with gnome children, but they are beyond adorable. They have huge eyes. There's these little bundles of joy, and they are everywhere. They are Jacos on steroids. They want to see this and they want to see that, and they're eager to learn this and that, and they're constantly interrupting Jocelyn and asking questions. Who Jocelyn has gotten to the point of ignoring the questions because there's so many, and she continues teaching and doing things. You guys witness all of this as kind of throughout the day. You notice that the class has one Lorcan, a small Dwarkon boy, which you recognize as Lorcan, but Dwarkons don't hide. Even like all the dwarves, they don't hide. All dwarves are Dwarkons currently in Cauldra. So they are all technically Lorcan, but they don't use that ability to hide. They never have. So there is one dwarf there. 3 gnomish children. But there are no elves. There are no stellians. Nothing like that. The class kind of meets, goes through their studies. Jocelyn gets her assistant. Her assistant leaves throughout you bringing the children through. You notice the assistant isn't there when you get back, and preparations are made through her assistant for the children that you are bringing to have a place to stay for the evening. Throughout several hours, you basically make accommodations for the children. You make accommodations for them to be taught in the school, for them to have a place to live, for them a place to eat, meals, that sort of thing. You work with Jocelyn to set them up with families who have the space and would be willing to do this. Jocelyn, of course, spearheads kind of the diplomacy of talking to these families as they come to collect their children. Hey, would you be interested in taking another child home tonight? Type deal. And
Buy two, get one free.
that's right. And you guys kind of over there like shucks, kicking rocks as you watch kind of a beautiful thing where a good 80-90% of families just take in these children that they don't know. They know nothing about them. They just know that there was bad things that happened, and most of these families say something. They all say, just a few weeks ago, there was a group of people that saved a bunch of children under Almara. If these children had anything to do with that, they want to do their part to help.
Let's go.
Of course, they can't really remember the name Sirius 6. They think they were called the Mimic Men.
Somebody says that you see us here. What are the
As you guys are like all standing hero pose in the background as they're talking you up. And they're like, oh, these people, they were called the Mimic Men.
Pulls out a pistol. Say it again. I dare you.
No. Somebody hold me back. Hold me back.
Oh, I-
Sylvie's
Johnny.
over there. Sylvie's over there holding you back.
Hold me back. Hold me back. Hold me back.
No,
Johnny's-
actually,
Johnny's-
hold me back. Hold me
Johnny-
back. Let me go.
Johnny's got him by the shoulders, and Slippy's biting onto his pant leg.
they need to know it's not the Mimic Men. It's us. It's us, damn it.
It's
us.
not important. It's not important.
You guys spend the better part of the day into the afternoon facilitating all of this, meeting with the broker, doing all of these things. But that afternoon, after the children say their goodbyes, their see you laters, for you wholeheartedly intend to come back, which you communicate that with Jocelyn, I assume. That you plan to come back and
Yeah. So we'll be back in a few weeks to take them back home. Just got to figure out where home is.
We know where home is, Falco.
There's some of them,
We
not
got me
all.
the
Of
list.
Oh,
No. Yeah, we made
Oh.
a list.
But if any of them can be assisted by you or any of these gracious people, that would be most helpful.
I think she kind of smiles to herself. And then she looks up at you, Johnny. She goes, I like people. I
Mhm.
hope in them.
you
I
hope
think-
in them?
I think you'll be surprised at what good can come of trusting other people.
And why was that other guy such a jerk? Shut up, Siri.
What other guy?
The
Magistrate.
magistrate. Such a jerk.
Wow.
The magistrate was such a jerk.
It's his job to be, I suppose.
Ugh.
Not everybody can always get what they want. Can you imagine, Falco, having a job where you know you can't make everyone happy? And it's kind of your job to make sure that everyone can't be happy in order for them to be some sort of fairness?
Listen, I totally get it. However, We had a list, we had a letter, and we still got told no. Even like up to the very last. I don't want to talk about it. It's raising my blood pressure. It's just like that guy.
We have a
just,
ship to get back to.
Real quick, Jocelyn, is there anything like news kind of thing, like a Prahedron paper that announces news to surrounding areas, towns?
She kind of looks at you curiously.
I know Vigo has a town crier. I'm wondering if maybe the Prahedron has anything set up like that.
Crier. She kind of gives you this strange look. You can't determine what exactly it is. A crier. Oh, you're looking for a crier, right? For a second there, I thought you were looking for a news. Never mind.
Huh? What was that?
Nothing.
Did you say a news outlet? You was the NBC?
It's nothing.
No, it's ABC.
Yeah. There are town criers here. There's also, bulletin boards and whatnot. You just stay out of the view. The view doesn't get any kind of news. Oh my
Lost him,
god,
mute yourself.
dude.
I just muted.
I got him.
You have to server mute him.
You have to server mute him.
Oh,
Right click him, hit the little button until he's back with his cam on. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
all right. She thinks for a moment. She says, "Yeah, there are town criers. Just stay out of the view. The view specifically, they don't go into, because people in the view don't need to know about news. Apparently,
I only ask
certainly.
in case there was any way maybe nobility can spread the word around the Prahedron area of any families missing their kids. They've been found and they know where to pick them up at.
Hmm.
At least in the close
Nobility.
by.
That would be a little difficult. I would
Are you from
I
this
would have
world?
I would have asked you about this just a few weeks ago, but it seems that the only connection that I know that is in good with the nobles is Sal. He might know what's going on.
Oh,
He might be
man.
able to spread the word, but
We haven't seen Sal in forever. It's been like a week. It's been like 2 weeks.
it's been like 3. It's been like 3 weeks.
Okay, that's fair. So
Almost a month.
almost a month. That's fair. That's enough time to go back.
We can try to get by him if we have enough time, but thank you.
Oh, we always have time for Sal.
How's got the cool stuff?
So we have time for Sal, we have time for Moosleys, and Don's got a list,
We're
alright?
not going to move.
So you set your priorities now. Do we have time for Sal or do we not have
That-
time
We
for
have
Sal?
time for Sal.
We have time
'Cause
for
Sal. Sal
As
has.
you guys are arguing as you're leaving, and Jocelyn is over there just laughing as you
Definitely
guys
not
leave.
going back to Sal. That place is demonic now.
Johnny
Yeah,
starts
that's right,
walking
aren't we?
towards Sal's
You can't say Moosleys never helped you.
because he has
It
healing
never did.
potions.
I'm sure you've
And some weird stuff.
drank one of them, right? As we're going.
As
So
we're
we're-
talking about Moosleys, I'm gonna tell them about the dream.
What dream?
The dream
Moose-
with the cow.
Moosleys was in my dreams.
What have you
trying
been
to kill
drinking
me.
lately?
Sure,
What were you
not
drinking
bad.
that day? Are you
Moosleys!
are you getting into Bazak's?
Medicinal pouch again? Was it anything
No.
you found in nature? Anything you might have touched?
So great.
No, no.
It's recreational
No.
pouch.
Been drinking his mead again, or started
No.
drinking the mead.
Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, I've had
Well,
Well, I
Moosleys.
just it appears that you're lactose intolerant, so just avoid the milk.
Maybe.
No, but did anybody else like? Or was it just me?
I drank it and I didn't have any dreams.
John drinks it all the time. Good lord, can't stop the man from talking about it.
That's why I want to go get a refill. It helped us quite a
you
bit.
never got
Spread
a
the
weird
word.
dream about it?
Absolutely not.
To make it to Sal's, you have to pass by Moosleys.
What do
So
you
you
say?
guys are
Come
having
on.
this conversation
Moosleys is
getting-
right here, and Johnny just moves Don right into the
What do you
doorway.
say? Smells like home. Right, gentlemen?
I was like,
Johnny walks in with Don, pushing Don, but kind of like arm on the shoulder walking in.
This is
Don,
Falco walking
Don
into the
or
door.
Falco?
Don.
Don. Okay.
Hey, because as we're walking past Moosleys, I go, Johnny looks up and he goes, "Oh, look!" Moosleys puts his hand on his shoulder and just
like,
kind of, and we both, because I don't have a problem with Moosleys, so we both just walk right in.
you guys walk in, and as soon as the door opens, are all of you coming in? You
You
Falco,
hear
you coming
a
in?
gigantic sigh. Ah. And he just kind of,
Uriah, you coming?
I know he's in
Mhm.
here.
I'm actually already sitting down with 2 glasses in my hand.
I know
As you
he's
guys walk in through the snout double door, you come through this long hallway that is darkened,
in. I don't like this.
Stop there.
and as you walk in,
I don't like this.
What? There's nothing to be scared of.
That's what you said last time, and that was a lie.
There's
Oh,
nothing
straight
to
up
be
lie.
scared of.
you
Man,
are
do
greeted
remember
by a
the-
small gnomish man. Well, hi there. Welcome to Moosely's Milk.
Hi there.
This man you recognize as Jeffrey P. Moosley.
Ah,
Well done, if it isn't you.
You're not
Jeff?
the usual guy.
What are you talking about?
I
You're
think
not
he's
the-
expecting the cow.
Cow. I'm just kidding. We had a small problem with the suit. I mean, Jeffrey is experiencing some problems right now. But he'll be back after he's done being sick. Yeah, we've had some problems with the suit. So,
Like, what kind of problems?
like we can't find it.
The suit was
And I'm
stolen.
not making another one, God damn it!
Wait.
That took me 400 platinum to make.
You are
Oh,
missing
my.
the suit? Since
Oh
when?
yeah. Oh, I want to say 2 months or so.
So we see somebody running around in the suit.
2 months. We were here a little
Is there
more.
is there a reward for the suit?
Johnny,
Kind of looks
Hold
at
up.
you, and Johnny. He kind of looks at
Hi,
you. and,
Gordo. Hello.
I would pay for its return if you could find it.
we were
We've
just
here
We
sooner
saw it.
than
No
It jumped
shit.
at us all the time.
When?
here.
Literally like a month ago.
2 months, 2 weeks, 2 years. What's the difference?
Steve
Oh,
Falco,
nice.
you
Anyway.
just forgot time is all. Nothing.
Well, I'm a fae. That's how we are.
Ah, of course.
Have you never met a gnome before? My goodness. It's almost like you have nothing. No, you know nothing about our culture.
Your
You
culture
know,
is
honestly,
different
I
now.
expected more of you, Don. I expected more of you. You're supposed to be, which, by the way, brings me to this point. Aren't you supposed to
Hi,
be doing
Gordo.
something for me?
Of-
Mhm.
Of course, spreading the word, and may I say, I've got it into
All
the
he
hands
does is
of
talk about your stupid milk.
exactly.
Do I
what-
have any prospects for some possible satellite offices, or even?
Potentially in perhaps Port of Calais, Port of Drog, the nobility here in Almara, even Lady. What's her name?
As this conversation is going on, Johnny takes Uriah and we find a table and start ordering. And we are having a milk drinking contest, as you boys are.
Anybody got the names to
Ow!
me?
Well, I'm trying to figure it out.
Lady Drug?
No, we were here
no,
to
no,
see
no.
the
Hold on, hold on,
husband. The
hold on.
husband was on Calais or out. We talked to her. Falco got on her bed.
Nadia,
Said,
The mayor's-
Care, Tillman, Crumbles, Drog,
We got her
Baron's
name.
Drog.
we got.
What's the
Uh,
question again?
You mean the one that Shane got in a fight
The-
with?
Yes, the female noble that Shane kind of ticked off a little bit. We are here to
Was that a
see
drug?
her
Oh,
husband.
Lady Dakar.
It's not the
That's
car.
not Lady Decare. No, it's the husband's brother's wife.
Yes.
They are known as.
The one who knocks.
Port of Calais.
What's her name?
Hold on, I'm looking for it.
It was before Cass.
What's your name?
Huh.
He's a young.
Called the Gala, Jocelyn,
I'm gonna cry. Where is it?
Avery.
Well, at any rate, you say Porticale and Portadrag.
Mhm.
So I should try to expand my market over there, possibly a franchise.
Of course, and I mean we're making our way up through to Vigo, and we'll make sure to spread the word as we go. So maybe you'll find a little bit of business
Out the door.
to the north.
Contador.
Is it Lady
Hmm.
Contador? And Lady Contador. That's
One,
who else.
2, 3.
Just gave her
Oh,
a
Lady Contador talked about us, huh?
She said she enjoys your bottles.
Really? I haven't seen her in here lately.
She's a
Well, you
noble.
know,
She wouldn't, they stay up there in their little nest.
maybe send her some.
Probably
and
has.
See what can be done.
What'd you say, Uriah?
You could use it as a new slogan. Fine enough. The lady enjoys it. I don't know.
We're gonna get sued for defamation.
I don't know how that would go over with the nobles. Well, I will look into this Porticale and Portadrag to see if there are franchises available in these other markets. Perhaps we can expand. If we do expand, you earned yourself a nice little reward, a little finder's fee for sure. But only if I can actually expand there.
Of course, I wouldn't expect anything else.
Pulls out 2 jugs. So.
He motions to the rest of your party that is already seated. Would you like to take a seat?
Wouldn't I? Go right in.
As we walk by him, you were joking about the missing suit, right?
No, not at all. Like it's totally missing right now. Like we have no idea where it is. And who would steal a suit from Jeffrey A. Moosley? He's my jam.
Yeah, that's so sad. Falco's super sketched out. He's walking to the table, just trust. In his mind, is trust nothing, see all.
See everything, trust nothing.
Do that. Don't do that.
Don't do
That's scary. So bad.
So, you guys spend the afternoon here drinking Moosley's milk.
Milk, water.
Only water.
Johnny and Uriah are having chug contest.
I need you both to give me
I had to
fortitude
double it.
saves.
You know I had to double it.
Double and give it to the next person.
Uriah, give me a fortitude save.
I'm working on it. Fortitude.
Uriah,
25.
Mossy, my son, he's missing. Double and give it to the next person.
I'm gonna give it to the next person. Oh!
Just give me the
33.
numbers.
Eh?
33.
So Johnny, as you are drinking we'll say this is the third round of milk.
Holy.
As you're drinking the third round, because the first 2 rounds nothing happens. But the third round, that's not what I wanted. The third round, you roll a 25. With the 25, you're drinking the milk, and you're like, oof, this is starting to get thick. And you drink it, and you slam it down, and you watch your rye up one-handed. Look. Your move.
It's. I took it. I turned to the fourth wall. It's absolutely delicious.
Oh no.
Get out, dude him.
Don't hurt her turn.
I love it, and also I love it. Do more of it.
Absolutely, this is delicious.
Um, that you both succeeded. Next round.
No, Johnny knows his limit. Johnny would be, no.
Ah!
Oh, that
No.
was fun, but I'd prefer rum. But
I don't know if I'd mix the two. It seems.
oh no, I'm looking for that platter that we ordered a little bit. Oh, by the way, Don, I did tell the waitress that was your tab.
Of course you did. Yep. I hope they have some
Waitress
sort of.
comes over. Oh, your party has gotten bigger. Welcome
well-
to Moosely Tasties.
We'll need
Here
a
Here is your cheese platter.
another one, if we could, please.
On the same tab?
Oh, of course.
Absolutely.
Just staring at
It
Don
will
the
be-
entire time. Oh,
It
of
will
course.
be right out. She walks away.
Just kind of looks down, opens his coin pouch. Oh!
I love how Don is always the one who pays.
Oh!
What's a tab?
Like a.
Being full
Right
of
next
milk,
to
you see
Cuba
Johnny
King.
like throw down the
Leopard.
first 2 pieces of cheese, and then he picks up the third one, and he's like, "No."
And you ordered a second one?
Well, I wanted some for you guys.
Why do you sound like you're drunk off of milk?
I'm not drunk. I'm just trying not to. And you hear
Oh,
a belch under his breath.
Don just point that way. That way.
No,
Not-
he
not
he
here.
maintains it, but he goes silent as soon as you hear the belch. He goes silent. And
If you're going to, Johnny, that way. We're paying for this
Purpose
cheese here. It's on my tab. I'd rather not have it ruined.
as you say that, he slides the platter towards you.
Quickly snatch a piece and eat it.
Wait.
Snatch a piece and lean back and.
Drink the milk. The milk's bad, man.
Don't
The
say
cheese is absolutely phenomenal. There's lots of different cheeses there. There's blue cheeses. There's goat cheeses. There are
What's this
there are
brand?
white
It
and
says,
yellow cheeses.
what's this brand? It
blue
says
cheese.
Judas Gouda. Oh, that's weird.
That's right, Judas Gouda.
It's really good.
It's Gouda. There are a lot of different types there. There are types there that Don, you were raised just outside of Anton. Anton has the best of everything. In fact, Anton imports the stuff of where you traveled a lot in Abrasia. And Abrasia is known for their just like extravagant parties, extravagant everything. Everything has to be the finest wine, the finest cheese, the finest chocolates, the finest everything. This is really good. This is really, really good, and it's almost like you recognize a couple of the cheeses as Abrasian cheeses, but then a couple of them you're like, this is different, and it's, dare I say, better.
It's good.
You know, they are white cheeses, so they are not quite as heavy on you, and they taste amazing.
Little head cheese here or there.
Like how we're going so in depth about cheese. I love it.
Have some
After you
cheese and
guys,
delicious.
listen, that joke was very cheesy. All right.
Ah!
Oh, stop. You guys are gross.
Stop! Can't stop, won't stop.
Season.
Treason.
Because I said big season.
Oh.
I'm done. Just end yourself. Okay? Send me that favor.
Oh, don't have to tell me twice.
Go get the dumbbell.
Oh, that's messed up. All right, so
What is
you guys finish your afternoon at Moosely's.
Before we leave,
You
Dawn would
are
like-
rejuvenated. The waitress comes back after you are all done and collects 5 platinum.
Ah!
And then asks you, Don, you are Don, right? Did you want any Moosely's milk to go?
Yes, please. 4 bundle.
A 4 bundle coming right up. She leaves. comes back. Muesli milk to go, 4 bundle. That'll be 2 more platinum.
Is there any partnership discount there for you know?
She looks.
I'll
Give me a diplomacy check.
I'll give Don like I'll have 3 platinum in my hand and I'll like tap his knee under the table.
26.
With the 26, she looks over at Jeffrey P. Muesli. And Jeffrey kind of looks at Don and goes,
Don just kind of looks at him like,
open business in other markets and we'll talk.
yes, of course. Don's gonna reach his hand under, take that platinum. How much are you giving me?
3? I don't know how much you need, so
Don's gonna, of course, he heard the waitress. He's gonna pocket the other one, give her the 2, and pocket the 1 platinum. 3 platinum. There you go.
That's all right. Johnny's already taken one of the milks and stuck it in his leather.
Stop! My milk.
Joe's like, no, my buckets.
As you're having that
What's
conversation,
wrong
Johnny
with you?
just kind of reaches over and is like, just one. You won't notice it.
They are the equivalent of a health potion, but have very curious side effects after prolonged use. So we shall
Apparently.
see.
Prolonged use.
We
Apparently.
shall see.
And you said the same as minor health potions, right?
I think I made them so they scale with you, so it should be lessers at this point.
Holy schmoly.
I will double check that within this week. I doubt you'll need them tonight, but
Yeah.
I can double check that tonight if need be. You guys finish your time here at Muesli's, and you leave into a. Oh boy, of course it's almost 9, so that's how it works for me. Here we are. The player always glitches right around 9, always, every single night. Every time we do this, the music player always glitches around 9. You guys head back into the city common, the view common, in the afternoon. And belly's full from Muesli after the unsettling news of the How clown costume going missing.
Stop it.
Yeah, Falco, just go sleep by yourself tonight. Surely this cow costume won't bite you, huh?
I'm gonna fight all
Cows
of them.
can't climb, surely not.
Yeah, cows can't climb trees.
Mordecai.
Mordecai. Yeah, after all of this stuff, the city is yours. Sirius 6, what would you like to do?
Vigo. Oh,
We were going to
yeah.
see Sal.
Yes, Sal.
Don't sell
Alright.
seashells by the seashore.
Which establishment are you
The seashell.
headed to?
The one that was.
Um,
Yeah,
Sure, we wanna go to
just
Sal's.
I
past
think we only
Muesli's.
know of one.
Sal sells salves. We know that one. If we
But
need
But
any
we just
medical
got the
equipment.
milk, and the
If we need any
the
other
Muesli's
medical,
was on the
if we
way
need any
to
other
Sal's
medical
seashells.
equipment, please, not my milk. Please. I have to give these to people. They have to try. They have
It's
to
going
taste.
forever.
I'm sure we can get all of his assortments at one shop. We are
I don't
friends with
think
Sal.
I don't think that's how it works. I think the seashell sells the Chiso stuff, and the
No,
salve sells the salve stuff, and the
What are y'all talking
I'm
about?
sure Sal will take care of whatever we need.
you're
I want
paying.
the South South ski
If
shows
I
at the
find something
seashore, but
cool,
the South South South
You're paying,
shop.
Johnny.
I don't have any money.
But
Huh? What are
Don't
you,
I've been with you guys. What have I been doing to earn any money? You guys haven't made any money. I haven't made any money.
That's not true at all. I have a bunch of money.
what a freeloader.
No, I
Look.
said I don't have any money. And we
Yeah.
haven't done anything to make money.
Yeah.
So
we
because
have to
you
make
have
money. What do you think I got the money from?
you've had the money since we got it from the broker. You just are cheap and don't spend it.
I mean, fair. However, we've made money. Like they
You
gave
give
us-
it away more than you buy things.
Well, perhaps
Which
I
there's
could be of
nothing.
assistance for that. The
No.
familiar voice of Sal Calby echoes in as you guys open the door to Sal sells seashells by the seashore.
Long time friend.
Sal, would you
Yes, it's been a couple of weeks.
tell
what
Johnny
is-
that each store sells their individual named thing? Like I can't come here and get salves, and I can't go to your salve store and get your seashell stuff.
Well, absolutely not. What fun would that be? I mean, I have Sal sells seashells by the seashore, all of these enchanted and wondrous items of the bounty of the sea. We also have Sal sells salves, which is an apothecary in the Patio Plaza. And I doubt you have been to Sal sells safety. That is a shop in the Verde Vestment. More prone to mercenaries and bounty hunters and their ilk.
have
We
we
need to go there.
Have we been there before?
No,
Nope,
we have
but
not.
I need to go there.
We also have a brand of Sal Sal Sabers here in the Patio Plaza of weapons of all kinds. Sal Sal
Easy go there.
Snacks, which is a small food bar, almost like a small stand in the
What if
view.
like, he's the sundries of like
Does
wherever?
Sal happen to sell information?
Secrets. I think that's the word you're looking for.
House sell
Oh.
secrets?
What do we need secrets for?
If
I don't
it's if I did sell secrets, why would I tell you? He kind of gives you a knowing smile and a wink.
I love
Anyway.
this guy.
There is also Sal sells staff, which is if you were to come into an establishment, let's say a manor of some kind or castle or something that you would need a cook or an architect or engineer, things of this nature. You could certainly drop on in. And we would align certain servants with your needs.
Johnny leans over. You don't have any maids, do you?
Whoa.
Johnny, what do you
Whoa
mean
there,
by that?
Johnny, what do you
No,
mean?
he would have said it. He would have said it low enough that you guys wouldn't hear it.
All right, fine.
Whoa there, Johnny. This is a family friendly stream.
You
What'd
want
say?
Sal sells set? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeesh. Nope, there goes our eat.
Yeah, and I heard Sal
rating.
sells cigarettes went out of business. The smoke was blocking the view, and it wasn't good for business.
Oh, there goes our G rating right
There goes our G rating right there. It's parent guided now. Yeah, so you are in the seashell shop. What would you like to do?
Shop done.
Shop.
Just joking. Sorry.
That was that.
After perusing through the shop for a few minutes, what is it that you guys are actively looking for?
Don't say you guys, because I don't even know.
Nothing. I don't know
Don
why we're
wanted to
here.
co- No, yes, you do, because you wanted to go tell Sal. You were talking to above table. You were
Oh
talking
yeah,
to
asking
Jocelyn,
Sal.
and she said Sal would be the man to put out the word to help the children. So, back in character.
Well, of course, buying something is maybe left to them, but I think there was a question. If you'd be willing to maybe sell an answer, please don't make
Depends
me
on the
pay.
question.
If we needed word spread, maybe, and we couldn't exactly get it through nobility, how would we do such a thing?
Well, I will say this, although you are a lovely bunch of returning customers, the nobility doesn't exactly like you right now because of your friend. He looks at Falco and he goes, "No insults directed at you.
She's
It's
still
just the
mad.
Well, it's been a few weeks, so I imagine
What a
she's
grudge
forgotten.
heavy lady.
Well, it's been a few weeks, so I imagine she's forgotten about it for the most part. But best we leave your names out of it.
She's got such a tree up her butt.
Sounds.
Bet you would like that.
Well, here's the thing. The Glassstone would have made her a she would have been able to know what to do with said Glassstone, we should say. And it would have made of me a very rich man, and it would have made of you very rich customers, which in turn would have made me a very rich man. You see how befuddled this whole situation is? And while I absolutely appreciate your business at all times, all the time, I don't know if the nobility is who to talk to about this. However, perhaps we leave your names out of it.
From across the room, as he hears Sal going on this rant, he just yells to Don, "Just tell him about the children."
So maybe the nobility gets word that the Mimic Men, the town's heroes, has nothing to do with the Series 6. Have some children that have been displaced from their homes, and if any parents in the Perhegian area are missing their children.
Roll a deception check.
But he's telling the truth, ain't
Oh, that's a good
He-
roll.
He is telling the truth, but he's selling a lie. And I love it.
he?
Deception. Oh, 18 plus
Wow.
15, whatever that is.
33.
Jeez whiz.
That number.
Sold!
He looks at you and he goes, "What a way to embrace the name that you hate. I love it. However, such a price for acts such as these to talk through my network of people who know things. See, I only would do that for customers. So how about we do this?" He reaches down under the desk. He pulls out a simple seashell, puts it on the desk. How about a platinum?
Definitely great now.
Rocco hands him a platinum. Holy piss,
He
dog.
has a platinum.
Dang. What is with
He
you?
takes the platinum and he slides the shell over to Falco. "I will do this for your patronage."
Freaking I shoved Don. What are you doing? Children.
The
come on,
wallet
man.
speaks better than I.
Thinking about it. Why are we thinking about it?
Well, there's many reasons, but none of which are more important, as you said, than the children.
Ain't no way I caught it. I caught the gnat.
You. I call that a nat 20.
The only one he'll get tonight.
And on that note, you guys finish up with Sal, who says after
What did
you
they do?
hand him the platinum, and he, whoa, I'm lagging big time.
Just a bit.
No, you're good. You're good on my end.
You did for a minute, but you're good again.
Sal watches as you grab the shell and put it in your pocket, and he goes, "Be careful with that. You don't know what it does.
What does it do?
You didn't pay for knowledge of that. You paid for me to do other things."
Sal,
You.
children.
Right, the children. I will put the word out. We'll see if any explorers or intrepid adventurers such as yourselves could bring a few of them back home. Who told you to come to me?
Jocelyn.
So,
She believes too much in people.
Was she
Let's
wrong
not dis-
in
Was right.
sending us to you?
Let's not disappoint her. I do happen to know pretty much everyone in this town. It's kind of my thing. That's why I name all of my shops Sal. Everyone knows where to go. At any rate, I appreciate your patronage again, and I wish you the best. And I will get the word out as soon as possible.
We appreciate the help, Sal.
Is there anything that you guys would like to do while you're here? Anything else you'd like to purchase? Is there anything that you are looking for specifically?
Health potions mostly is what I'm thinking above table. It's the only thing we lack right now.
There are no health potions in this shop.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Sal sells
Salves.
Salves.
So we make a quick jaunt over to Salves.
Sure, you could purchase them for market price. Actually no, because this is Almara and everything is super expensive in Almara. Let me look at what market price is. What are you looking to buy?
Well, none of us. I mean, we only got 4 health potions. Do we want to pick up more, gentlemen? Because I'm mentioning health potions, but I've got like 30 silver to my name.
I'm in a
Yeah.
town where they don't take my currency. We get out of here, I can buy some health potions, no problem.
Does Don say that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We head back to the ship then.
They will have it here though. You know for sure they'll have it here. They may not have it in the outlying towns. Just so that you know. Just so that you can make an informed decision. Healing potions are fairly rare in the outskirts of the cities. It's up to you.
For the kids. We'll stop by. We'll buy. What are we buying, Johnny?
I
You're
got no
looking
money.
What are we buying,
He's
Johnny?
asking you to point out, like,
Well, we'll probably need healing potions. We've got the 4 that you just bought with the milk, supposedly, and we're going probably. I just don't want us to get into any situations, especially if we're going back the path where we might run into one of Falco's friends and need to heal up and have nothing to do it with.
Of course. Now, James, explain to me what you'd like to buy.
Like healing potions.
What kind? Lesser, major, minor,
Lessers,
alpha?
Lessers are good. I think Lessers will do us.
Okay. If you want lessers, they are 2 platinum apiece. You can also do the exchange rate for silver, so it would be 2 platinum is 20 gold, is 200 silver.
They don't take my currency, man. I'm low on everything.
If you want to take as much gold, 20 gold, that you can give them 20 gold as well. That still works.
I can get 2 lessers. As of right now.
Uriah, Falco.
They
Without
also
breaking.
have the apothecary there, which is the woman that you met before. She shows you, as you are looking for the healing potions and add the 2 up on the counter, she shows you another healing potion that she has recently perfected, the moderate healing potion.
how much is that?
Moderate.
That's going to be 6 platinum each.
God, I hate this town.
What's the exchange rate to gold for platinum again?
60 gold.
Moderate does 3d10, 3d8 plus 10. Whereas a lesser does
I'm buying.
2d8 plus 5.
I am.
2d8 plus 5.
I can buy the 2 lessers. Like that is locked in. We are at least getting those 2. They're being taken. I'm giving money.
Okay,
There's a gun.
go ahead and do that. If you would like the moderates, she has several. If you'd like to purchase a few.
We'll take 2.
Okay. That's 120 gold, 12 platinum, or 1,200 silver.
I'll give you the 12. I'll give you the 12 platinum.
Uriah, you buying any?
You have money.
I do, actually.
At which point Don would buy
And
it.
you're the
Look
one
at
that goes on the
Johnny.
There's
most,
also
so, yeah.
there's also like actually, you know what? Give me a second. Let
Johnny,
me,
give him my
let me-
milk back. I'll trade you
Let
the
me
lesser.
pull up. Let me pull
Alright,
Wanderer's
alright,
guy here for a
alright.
second.
I saw you take it, John. I didn't want to bring it up
What
in front
level
of
do
the
you have to
others.
be for moderate again?
I know you're a
Alright,
pirate and all.
I
but-
hand you back. I hand you back the milk
So
and take
here's
the
here's a
lessers.
clever thing that I recently, I mean, within the last month or so, learned. any player can use any item regardless of level.
Mhm.
So if you get a legendary item that's like a level 25, you can use it.
And what's
Oh,
The
wow.
level for?
vestiges.
However,
Might
there's
cost
always
you a
a
hand.
but. There's always
No,
a
there's no
but.
but. You can use higher level.
Wait, so then what's the reason of it being a level then?
To denote what you have to beat, like every item has a level because the level determines its effectiveness. Pathfinder is super crunchy. Everything is super crunchy.
Peanut butter.
Okay.
Certain like a shop technically is supposed to have a level, and it can't sell anything above that level.
Not you.
But
Everything is
Phooey.
super but Don, they have in this shop. This shop is massive. They have a whole bunch of stuff. As you look around, you find 8 vials of a white powder that is in a section called poison. You find lots of different elixirs. They have formulas. They have stuff for alchemists. Everything is for alchemists.
Can I buy a
um,
formula book so I can add those formulas I had into it?
They have formulas.
Well, listen, I
I
don't
mean, you can
technically
buy
have
it.
a
You can
book.
buy a formula book if you'd like.
Yes, sir. That and Don's
Um,
broke. He has 2 platinum to a name, one of which being the one he took from Uriah. Don is out of money. Don is not looking to buy. What is it called?
How are you out of money? How much money?
John,
We make him pay for everything.
Yeah.
Johnny, you find a long silver stick. There are 5 of them. A long silver stick. In a section, it is marked. It is 6 platinum per stick. You look at it as you're kind of looking at it. It's just a long silver stick, and the apothecary. Be careful with that. That's a smoke stick. It's poof, smoke.
Okay.
You just place it back on the shelf.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you really would like that.
I would. I'm really broke. I like
As you guys are looking around, oh god, I can't believe I'm doing this. Falco,
like
Huh.
super broke.
you find a small glass vial of some like matte,
Uh-huh,
yellow green liquid.
Oh.
It
Dinosaur
looks
pee.
nasty. It's not liquid as much as it is a jelly. And you pop the cap off of it and smell it. And as you smell it, she goes, "Ooh, that's even worse."
Why does it smell like toenail?
That's. I don't know if I should even sell that to you.
What is it?
It's called Solvrin glue. It will literally stick anything together with anything else.
Why would you want to do that?
Why wouldn't you want to do that?
That's a great question. How much is it?
6 platinum per. I have 6 of them.
I'm gonna gently put this back down.
You also find you
That's
actually
recording,
identify.
but-
You can actually identify. She has something called. You can find venom from a hunting spider. Hunting spider is a creature that you would come up with
Can I
all the
roll
time.
recall knowledge on that to see how volatile it all would be?
You can if you'd like.
Yeah. Recall, would it be a recall nature?
Sure.
Or 16 plus 16, 32.
It is a pretty nasty poison. It is consumable though. It is not a injury poison. It's not something you can coat a blade with.
I want to buy 2 of
Oh,
those.
What does
glues.
it do?
There's only one. It deals poison damage.
I put it on the tip of an arrow though.
You cannot. It is not an injury poison.
So I had
Oh,
to make something.
Hold on. I'm sorry. It is an injury poison. I'm completely wrong. It is an injury poison.
Got it. How much is that?
It is 3 platinum. She only has 1.
Should I get this? What was this thing called again? The other one before this one?
The Solverin glue.
Don is willing to help you get some glue. Don is interested. Joe's interested.
Look at
in this.
you and is like, of course you would. Okay. We'll take these 2.
1 glue and 1 of the other. So
Yeah.
the glue is 6 platinum, and the other is 3 platinum, I believe.
Are you
So
buying one
that's
glue?
Yeah.
I'll drop some money and buy another glue. I want to have 2.
How much you dropping?
60 gold. I'm doing conversion rate to gold on this one.
Okay.
Then that's the whole price.
You're broke,
Yeah.
boy.
I am buying a whole one. I got a little bit left, and this glue sounds really sick. All right, we
Okay,
can do
so
some
I'm not
devious
paying-
things with this
I'm
glue.
not paying for the glue. You're buying the glue.
Uriah, you find a bag of primal energy, and as soon as you get close to it, you recognize it immediately. It is a
Ooh, sweet
bag
baby.
it is a small like leather bag that houses almost a Tanglefoot spell. That you
Almost.
could
reach
you
in
could-
and pull out it.
and so you could throw this. There are 9 of them.
Do I know what level it casts the Tanglefoot?
You have no idea.
Also, what was the poison called? So I got it to my inventory.
It is
Hunter spiders.
Hmm.
hunting spider venom.
Is there a way to find out?
You could ask.
That is right, I could. Alright, I'll ask.
She shows you 3 different shelves: minor, lesser, moderate.
How much is
Oh,
moderate?
dang, this poison is legit.
It is 1 platinum.
Oh, baby, and it has 9?
There are the moderate. There are 14.
Yeah. Oh, baby, 1 platinum? Give me that!
As you guys are looking here, you also find silver tongue mutagen, which is a small silver vial. How many are you buying there, Mossy? Are you buying all 14? Are you gonna spend 14 platinum and just buy 14 Tanglefoot bags?
Sorry. Are you purchasing stuff that isn't going to help you, like potions and stuff, and made us buy them all?
Bro, I just
And you're
bought
gonna
2
buy
glues.
Tanglefoot?
Don't even question him. Let him buy. I got
But he's
2
gonna buy-
glues.
But he's gonna buy 14 of them, not like 7. All of them. Okay. All right. I'm just asking. Just asking.
14. Let me do some quick math.
Just,
Quick math.
In the
No.
section of venoms, Don, you see giant centipede venom, which is clearly labeled centipede venom. It is an injury poison. You're gonna buy 7. You said? Okay, cool. Go ahead and put 7.
Do they have an actual name?
Tanglefoot bag, moderate. It is an alchemical bomb, so you will have to throw it and roll your dexterity modifier because you are not trained in alchemical bombs. Just so that you know, it is absolutely busted for a martial class. For a spellcasting class, it's aight.
Did I hear dexterity modifier?
Yes, you did.
Mm.
You find actually one thing that you recognize, Don, and one thing that you read. The reading is giant centipede venom. It is a injury poison. You can coat a blade with it. It is fairly common in your field to use to trip up a target. You know if they have been... You know it causes severe muscle stiffness, we'll say.
Mhm.
It makes them flat-footed.
Mm-hmm.
It can make them flat-footed. There are 5 of them. Each of them are 50 silver. You also find 2 vials of something you recognize from your
Don
something
is
that you
truly broke. There is nothing else Don would like. I'm sorry.
you also find something, Don. So you find one more thing.
Don't tell me this.
You will like this. You find a colorless liquid that you look at it and you recognize it. You're like, no way. You remember stories about this. The great detectives, those crime stories that you were interested in all those years. This is called forensic dye. If you add a small amount of another chemical, such as blood or mud, the vial reacts rapidly, transforming into a murky brown, reddish-brown substance. Once activated, the dye remains potent up to 10 minutes, during which time you can spend 1 minute to brush it onto a single object of up to 1 bulk or across the ground in a single 5-foot square. Where the dye comes in contact with an exact match for this activating chemical, it turns bright blue.
Hmm.
So if you're tracking something,
How
you
much
might
is
be
it?
able to. It is 30 silver. There are 2 of them. You have enough copper to buy one.
I
Above
think
table. If you tell the party about this, I will sponsor you.
Don's got it. It's gonna. He's gonna happily.
Just
He already
one.
hates this area for only dealing and yada yada. But he'll do it. He'll do it. He's gonna take all his copper. It is donezo.
If you want both, I got 30 silver I can give you.
Both.
I ain't got no silver, but I got.
But I
plenty
am
gold.
completely broke. You've Johnny walks by and just drops his coin purse next to you. I hate this thing anyhow, just keep it.
Huh.
Who you giving?
Yeah,
it
you
to?
get excited until you shake it and realize there's only 30 silver in it.
Hey, money's money.
Donzo does glue and forensic dye. He's Donzo. He's ready. Ready to take on the world.
All right.
I had to run to the
Hey,
bathroom.
There are. So
This
this is a
isn't
woman.
Sal.
This is not Sal.
You go.
But there are plenty more secrets in this shop to find. However, you guys shall not
Well-
find them. You guys exit the shop, ready to take on your mission, which is what exactly? Where are you guys headed?
Ego.
Back to the
That's a great
ship.
question.
Well, we gotta go back to the ship and get
The 2 kids.
The 2
Adoptive
kids, and I
child.
believe where Mazak is wanting to bring the child body.
Are we
with
wagoning?
us.
Don will ask that in character. Are we
Whatever
wagoning?
the ball.
More than likely, we will need a wagon.
Now who's paying for that?
Calm down.
I might be able to.
Cool. Love to hear that.
To go say goodbye to Chuck, get Molly.
Are we
Good.
leaving tonight, or we want to spend?
Yes. Or do we want to leave tonight?
I don't mind camping. Seems
You
fun.
can always stay at Moosley's.
No. We're leaving tonight.
Okay.
I don't think that Chuck is going to let us back on the ship for another evening. He's quite
Well, yeah, you're right. We could get a free
Stop that.
meal. Out
tired.
of, could get a free meal out of the graveyard, gravestone, tombstone. And
I don't know. That might cost us some more money.
Ah, you're right. Chuck's a cheapskate. I'm fine for either or.
Let's start heading out then.
Joe has to run to the bathroom, so you guys have fun.
We're gonna actually take a break right
Sick.
here. So everybody run to the bathroom real quick, and we
Yeah.
will be back.
Body break.
Oh wait, we're gonna have to start the streams again.
Stream's already started. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Alright, starting my stream.
Yeah, Shane's a little slow.
No, because we didn't say anything, but go ahead.
He was just cutting out the
Cutting out the
editorial.
malarkey, that's not important.
Yeah, that's right. Welcome back.
Speaking of editing,
Speaking of editing,
your
editing.
boy.
Nice popcorn, bro. There you go.
I was throwing it away. I was throwing it away. I'm all done. We can go.
Uh-oh.
Why does my hair keep getting? I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh! I just jump scared myself so bad. Your bathroom door, Chico, whatever that is, it looked like a demonic camel, and it scared me so
Okay, dude.
bad.
Calm down.
Like I'm just sitting back and I go, I'm like, what is that?
A lot of you return to the gravestone for the evening. The evening comes on. Windrunner welcomes you back aboard and allows you to spend the night there. He is a bit too eager to let you spend the night there, to be honest.
There's no naked windrunner off in the corner somewhere.
Nope. He is. Oh, yes, you would like to use the ship? Absolutely, my friends. We're going to be doing so much more business together. I want to make sure that we have a great relationship.
Oh,
Because the
That's
banker
why.
broker.
What do you mean by that?
the baker.
Well, I am going to submit my bill to your friend the broker.
Uh-huh.
I'm
So-
sure that you won't run up much of a tab.
we
Whoa,
could
whoa,
we
whoa,
could
whoa,
stay off ship tonight if we really wanted to. I mean, we already are in a.
Sure, you could, but what about all the other children that are still here?
Hey, guys, I hate you, but I like you.
So, where we heading out in the... What's the game plan, y'all?
Had
Yeah,
a
leaving in the morning.
in the
Leaving in
morning.
the morning for Vigo with the two, Molly and the boy, and the last of 5 of the
I don't know why you didn't
ones
just
that
skip
we
the
can
first
drop
one.
off on the way towards
You better
Vigo.
hope we can drop him off on the way.
We should probably get a wagon and some horses.
Yes, all in the morning, gentlemen.
Okay.
Good night.
Johnny, you
Johnny.
sure you're a pirate? Never mind.
You guys retire in the gravestone. And that evening, as sleep comes to you,
I swear, if that laugh comes in, bro, don't play with me.
Falco.
Stop it. I drank water. I didn't drink no milk.
you toss and turn in your sleep. Sleep is not easy. You wake up every few hours, I'm sorry. It's not like you're dreaming. It's just like you can't sleep. There's something weighing on you. Something you didn't know before.
What is it?
You spend 15, 20 minutes trying to think what is on, like, why can't I just sleep? Slippy, curled up in the corner, doesn't notice. I'm sorry, are you in the crow's nest?
Yeah. No.
You fall out.
Yes. No. I'd be in the crow's nest. I can't lie to you.
You
Falco,
look
what
down. You look down at Slippy, who seems to be curled up. I would say. The tossing and turning becomes infuriating, as the hustling, bustling sounds of the city don't seem to stop.
Mm,
Starting to aggravate you.
don't they ever just go to bed?
Lights a cannon on the city.
It's late. Very late. It's early, actually.
How early?
You don't know. Sun's not up yet. You wake up for the final time. You hear bells ringing. Bong, bong. You are so exhausted and tired and aggravated, and you can't get comfortable. And then you hear a horn blow. You're like, all right, that's it. What do?
Get up. Sit up and look towards where the sound came.
You sit up and you look out. You're in a tree overlooking a jungle. Vines above you, below you. A flock of birds take off. It's thick. Thick enough where you can't see very far. You feel safe in this tree, but you don't know where you are. But you feel safe. What do?
Look at the tree.
Mhm.
And can I roll a recall knowledge on the tree? Do I know what type of tree this is?
Go ahead, roll to recall knowledge.
That is going to be 9 plus 6. That's what
15,
or 9 plus 6 or
25.
25.
Seems to be some sort of jungle tree. You don't know the name of it. Although it does look familiar. Where were you? Where you saw thick foliage in a jungle setting?
You're published.
Jungle setting. It's not. It's not the. It's not Riston Plains. No. It's not. It's not the Heartland.
You hear another horn blow, this time closer.
Gotta get random.
You hear movement.
Kind of look down at the movement. Kind of.
Down, you look in the distance, you see birds flocking away as trees are being laid over.
Do I see Slippy anywhere?
You look down. No Slippy.
I'll do my Slippy call, huh?
Do your call. Nothing. This movement
Ooh,
turns towards you. Starts coming your way. Trees are leveled over. After this call, it seems to be moving faster. Trees fall as you see a flash of leathery skin. Oi! You see anything up there? A voice calls to you.
Yeah. How much distance is from me to from what I just saw?
I don't know, a couple 100 yards. I mean, it's pretty far in the distance.
I'd say a couple 100 yards northwest.
What is it?
Something big. Something real big.
We hired you as a tracker. Can you find it or not?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Get down from there. We don't have all day.
down off the tree.
You slide down the tree. There's a group of rough-looking men, swords at their side, shirtless, tattoos.
Remind remind me of your name again.
Listen, just track the beast. We're here to get them. That's your job. Pokes your chest. You don't want to be disappointing the captain, do ya?
Who's the captain?
I know you didn't just. It seems a lesson must be taught. Gentlemen. From around the tree, a tall, dark, good-looking man in a purple cloak steps around. Something about him is just off. Just dark. It looks like he hasn't slept in days. He hasn't eaten. His skin holds tightly to his cheeks. Almost a skeleton of a man. You see, you are hired to find these creatures for me. Now, are we gonna have a problem here, Mr. Falco?
No, I
It
just
shouldn't-
asked for his name. That's no problem.
This man. I can't tell whether you're stupid or just have a severe memory problem. I am Mr. Mayor. Don't forget it.
Right. The beast was this way.
Lead on, Mr. Falco.
Lead them towards the way we were headed. That I saw
As
the
you-
beast at.
As you cut through the jungle, there's something different. This is familiar to you. Now you know. This is a memory. This is working with Lance Mayer's crew. This is on the island where you met Slippy. The beast, the dinosaur specifically that Lance was after. It's massive. They fought it. You protected the eggs. But this isn't how the story went. Lance wasn't actually there. He was on the ship. Why is he here now? Kind of turn back and look at him, and he's just staring at you. What do you do?
Move a little quicker through the forest, through the jungle,
You trying to lose them?
just to see if they could keep pace.
You start to put distance between them. You gather that you are used to forests and wooded areas. They are not.
Can I climb a tree and
Hide.
like hide?
All right. A athletics check and then a stealth check. Actually, no. I will roll your stealth check for you.
Athletics is a 30, or yeah, 30.
Uh-oh. I opened that up and I already had one open. Athletics is with a 30, you scale the tree. Like you Sonic the Hedgehog run up the tree. Like you run up the tree and then hide. And your stealth with your stealth roll, the men, Mr. Falco, keep pace with the men. He's gone rogue, Captain, I think.
Well, we know the general direction of the beast. I wonder, would he try to save it? He's a bit one of those tree hugger types. Right?
Oh.
Yes, Captain. Mr. Falco. Nothing is going to stop me. Least of all you. I will have my prize, whether you try to stop me or not.
What are you gonna do with him?
Liberate him. Such a beast should not be held captive in this island when it could be used for so much greater purposes.
But they're free here.
You don't understand how this works, do you? You see, I find them, I take them, I use them for my purposes. I don't care if they're free. You do realize we're the only ship in the bay. Like, there's no other way out of here. If you turn your back on us now, you're stuck here. I suggest you choose wisely, Mr. Falco.
I have a general knowledge of where the ship is from where we're at now.
Sure.
Does it seem like we've caught some already?
In this particular memory, it's different than how it actually happened. This, yes, you had already caught some, but it's different. Things are weird. Lance wasn't there when they were chasing the beast.
Come out of the tree.
Hmm.
Come out of the tree.
You slide down, almost directly in front of Lance. There. Was that so difficult? You know, you remind me of myself. The one-time kid. Stupid. But you'll
What?
learn. Oh, you heard me. But you'll learn. Take him to the brig. Two guys come up and grab you by the shoulders.
Like, you don't even know where it's at.
I have a general idea. Thank you. He puts his hand up as he walks away. He taps on his necklace, and you see this kind of burst of energy. Nothing is going to stop me, Falco. The least of all you.
You kind of try to escape.
Sure. Go ahead and roll an escape check. So I need your athletics or acrobatics. Acrobatics if you're trying to slip out. Athletics if you're trying to muscle out.
We'll do acrobatics.
All right.
That is a 21.
21. With the 21, I'll say, yeah, you slip out of them. Of that, and what are you doing?
Scurrying back up a tree.
You're just gonna run.
Straight up. Yep.
As you scurry up the tree, you start climbing, and as you start climbing, the branches break. And they keep breaking. Every time you grab it, you slip and fall, and as you land, the jungle is gone. It extends, small patch of grass and dirt extends about 30 or so feet before falling off into darkness. And it's just you. You turn, and it's just Lance. You won't stop me.
But I will.
I'll take them all. And I'll use them.
No, you won't.
I'll abuse them. I'll bend them to my will. They will serve me. Freedom? These creatures don't deserve to be free. They deserve to serve. I like the sound of that. They deserve to serve. He has this kind of dark grin that etches across his face. What do you do?
Quick draw my bow. Do I have my bow on me? Bow and arrow?
Yes, you do. You have everything.
I'm gonna quick draw hunter's mark and the whole,
Shoot,
the
go
whole
ahead.
shebang.
Go ahead. Roll an attack, bro.
So quick draw. I think I'm a plus 15, plus 16. So 31 to hit.
Boom! It hits him. Ah! You don't own these creatures. You can't tell me what to do with them. They're wild, untamed. They need me, Falco. What do you do?
Hunted shot.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
Oh, that's not good. It's 19 on the first one, and a 30 on the second one.
Ooh, so the first one misses, boom, but the second one boom, hits his other shoulder, and you're dealing damage. I'm just not having you roll for it because it's a vision. You hit this, boom, you hit him, and he. Who made you in charge? You don't determine their fate. I do.
Who put you in charge?
I always have. And as he shakes, half of his face turns like a squid-like, and it just grows tentacles, grotesque, as his eye bulges out, and tentacles kind of grow out from his face. He shakes. He's back.
You might
I
want to see
always
the
have.
doctor for that.
Oh. I will. Maybe even a teacher. Or perhaps, an old servant.
As he says, old servant, I'm unloading at him. As he says, like, I know who he's talking about. Unloading in him.
Boom, 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 boom. Arrows hit him, and they deal no damage. Like they hit into him. You just keep you miss several times. I'm just gonna say for the sake of brevity, like because you're unloading, you empty your quiver. You have no more arrows, regular arrows. You have no more regular arrows. You are done, and there are about 20 or so arrows sticking out of this man's chest. And then his chest sprouts tentacles. They wrap around the arrows one by one, pull them out. Dear boy, you don't even know what you're dealing with. You use this bag of tricks. I know someone just like you who likes to use tricks.
Who?
I'll kill him too. I'll kill them all if they stand in the way of my coming.
I'm gonna stop you.
You can't.
I will.
There's
Find a
nothing
way.
you can do. You have no arrows. What are you doing?
Taking out my daggers.
You're gonna run at him with the daggers?
Running at him with
You said
daggers.
it could
As you
die.
run at him with daggers, you go up to make an attack, and as you go to make an attack, I need you to roll an attack roll.
Oh no.
24.
With a 24, for a split second, there's a flash, and a tendril of water comes out of his necklace and grabs your arm. Dear boy, I have existed for a millennia. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Resorting to childish tactics such as...
How close am I?
What?
How close am I?
You are just a few feet. Like, you are right on top of him. And as you are right on top of him, he stops mid-sentence and he looks at you. Falco, something dark is brewing inside of you. You are pissed. You're mad. And as you are, with the dagger, as you are pushing down on this tendril of water, you feel the water give way slightly. You feel yourself getting stronger. As you... all of a sudden, your skin on your hands, on your arms, start becoming leathery. The hair growing from your arms retracts in as this leather wraps around this dull brownish green color. You feel your jaw snap, your snout extend. Your eyes pull back into your head, your arms get slightly smaller. You feel your teeth fall out. Pop, 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 as different ones, jagged ones, now place inside of it. Through the reflection of the water, you see a being that both encourages you and terrifies you. You see a humanoid Tyrannosaurus Rex with longer arms, longer legs, that is technically a huge size. It is massive. You take up a 15 by 15 space. And at this point in your hand, you are grasping Lance Mayer. As you grow and you're grabbing him, what do?
I reach for does his necklace show? Does the gem show?
Yep.
I reach for the gem to try to.
As you do, there's a torrent of water that pushes your hand back. I need you to roll an athletics check.
Athletics. Oh, that sucks. 15.
As you put your hand pushes you back, this being that is neither man nor beast calls out to you once more. You can't save him. You have to kill him. What are you gonna do, Falco? Are you gonna kill him and take the necklace for yourself?
Give it a thought.
You give it a thought as he's pushing the water back on your hand as you're like struggling with him?
I'm going back in for the necklace. I'm going back in.
Alright.
Like,
Roll another athletics check.
let's not think about it.
Come on, dang it, man! I freaking rolled a 3. Come on.
You got hero points.
Oh, I don't. I used them. I used them all last week.
Last session.
Oh, shoot.
Uh,
Hmm.
um. Can I yeet him?
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna try to throw him. And like, I'm gonna try to throw him and like. Do I have a tail, or is it just arms, face, claws?
You do indeed have a tail.
Kind of like 3-piece combo him, like throw him, run at
And
him.
then whap.
Yeah.
Alright, try it. Go ahead. I'm gonna need a dexterity roll and then an attack roll. You can just use your straight we'll say it is we'll say it's a dagger attack for these purposes.
Is that a 1? Yeah, that's a 1. I went from a 4
Critical
to a 3 to a
fumble.
1.
As you go to toss him, you reach back and you toss him. Tendrils come around your arm, and as you go to throw, it doesn't throw. He stays there, and then he climbs up your arm and latches to your face. You can feel this dark energy come over you.
Squid in my face, squid in my face, squid in my face.
I like drag my face on the ground, get him off.
We're connected, you and I, through the very beasts you seek to control. You have no idea what you are facing. You are nothing. A child. You couldn't hope to stop something like me. As you run and hit him into the ground, he disconnects and rolls. And as he disconnects and rolls, you see Lance and the necklace separate, and the necklace goes tattering to the ground.
Run over to it and try to stomp on it.
You're gonna try to stomp on the necklace to destroy it?
Yeah.
As you stomp on the necklace, there's this bright blue light. And in this moment, everything is just engulfed in light. And then you are yourself again.
All my appendages
All of your appendages.
look down
You
fan.
just kind of like the light kind of goes away, and here you are. As it's receding, you hear a voice. Cauldra is dying. I need you, young one, more than you know. Find the gale and the storm wind. The gale and the hurricane, sorry.
Find the gale and the hurricane.
Return the beasts to their rightful place.
Where's that?
Home. The feminine voice, you recognize it.
Kadara?
Does not respond. As the light recedes, you hear bong, 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 bong. Hey, Slippy, you look down from the crow's nest, and Slippy is like running around the crow's nest, like looking up, darting left and right, trying to get to you.
I'm down.
Just boom, splat, wank, wank.
You tell me we're gonna wear shark and a weird dino now? Is that what you're telling me?
Maybe we'll see.
What the hell is this? Oy!
Maybe we
What's with the
shall see.
gong? What's with the?
The gong was the bell in Alamari that woke you from your sleep.
You there, John?
No.
No, I was asking like, is something going on? Like usually, gong in the middle of the night usually means like something's bad.
No, it's early morning, and the work shift is starting in the Vertivestment.
Gotcha.
Idiot.
Crack a 3.
As you come down, Slippy runs up to you and presses her head in your chest, and just kind of like sits there with you for a moment.
I tell her about the dream, just like talking it over, not to forget it.
She doesn't, nothing changes. She just sits there, kind of pushing into you.
I try to repeat the saying, find the gale?
In the hurricane.
Hurricane. What the heck's a gale? Who's Gale?
A gale is a singular burst of wind.
Yeah, I know. Thought
Okay. Okay.
I appreciate it. I like check my teeth. Check
Human.
my-
Everything's human.
Interesting. Does everything seem okay, like on the ship?
Seems fine. There's a couple of deckhands that are looking at you very curiously. Slippy is a wild animal to everyone but you, and she's tolerant of the Sirius Six. But to you, she's different. She's just straight up different. All the deckhands are kind of looking at you and her, sharing pretty much a hug, and they're like, "What the heck is going on?" But there's nothing crazy going on. The rest of you are waking up, rousing from sleep, and coming onto the deck. About this time.
Whoa.
You guys will probably see Falco like wide-eyed, bags, black bag, like dark underneath his eyes. Ain't got no sleep.
Well, Falco, I told you should have slept down with us.
Are all of you there, or is it just?
Yeah.
Uh,
Johnny wouldn't say anything. He'd
There's only
come
so
up.
many players here.
Donovan,
Bazak is there. He trots up onto the deck. Hey, morning.
Figured we'd get some breakfast and then get on the road to Vigo this morning.
Whatever we do, we gotta do it quick.
guys,
I don't want to be on the road late.
what's a gale?
A gust of wind, I believe.
Makes sense that the sailor knows that.
Yeah, storm force winds, sometimes called squalls, gales, something like that.
Okay.
Why? Just you learning to impress Jocelyn?
What? No. I just had this really weird dream.
Well, let's talk about it on the road. I'm gonna go wake up the children and get them moving.
You guys manage to have your breakfast, get the children, get some food in them as well, and set off from the city in White Almara. You on the road, leaving Almara. Falco, you explain the dream?
I'll explain the dream in vivid detail of how I whooped Lance Merrylands. No, I'm joking. But he would explain the story of the dream, and then when he gets to this part of the saying, and then she told me to find the gale and the hurricane and return the beast to their rightful place.
For the sake of including Jesse, I'm gonna say Bazak doesn't hear all this. Bazak's like attending to the kids. He's got the body of the little girl he's bringing. So if you wanted to get Bazak's opinion on this, you would have to talk to when Jesse is playing.
That's no problem.
Okay, but you can inform the rest of the Sirius Six of what's going on with you.
That's what we'll do.
So you had a weird dream where you turned into a dinosaur?
And you say that the milk gives you weird dreams.
Doesn't even look like it's just mooses now, huh?
But this dream didn't feel like that dream.
Apparently, you're just a bunch of weirdos that has weird dreams.
I mean, yeah, sure, but this one felt like it had meaning. I don't know what it is, but
I'm sure if it has meaning, you'll find out what it means soon enough. No point in having a meaning if you can't figure it out.
true.
I think the best thing to do is worry about it when we meet a hurricane.
I hope I don't get struck by lightning again.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
You're next up on that, Johnny. I'll make sure that if anyone's running and they're left out, it's you.
You were struck by lightning? Molly just kind of looks at you over, and you lived?
Yeah, it wasn't fun, but it happened.
Is that how your hair turned white?
No, it was white before that, but it might have turned a little black around the edges. I cleaned that out, of course, but
She stifles a laugh and she kind of walks on. Did you guys end up getting a carriage, some sort of wagon? Is that what you
Yeah.
guys want to do to go?
Yeah.
It's going to be the equivalent of 100 gold, so it'll be 10 platinum for a carriage.
What if, since Jesse's not here, we make Bazak turn into a horse, and or whatever animal that can carry children, and he's just that, and that's the reason why. he's
Still
not
need
here.
a cart.
No, but no. Like they're riding on Bazak. That's what I'm saying.
There's only like 3 or 4 of them and Molly. So
But Molly's walking with us.
And I imagine the boy, the car is walking. So
but here's the problem. If Bazak is carrying all the kids, how is he carrying the body?
the same way he's carrying the kids.
Then the kids need to
Over.
hold on. The kids need to hold on to the body. You're gonna subject the kids
this
to that.
dead body.
Okay, all right. Screw the idea.
It was a good idea.
Look at-
Johnny,
It's a great idea, but you gotta keep thinking through, my guy. You gotta
could
think it
always
through.
re-
Johnny's
resell the
carrying
cart.
the body, so Bazak can let
Oh,
2 of the kids ride him.
We're
as a
gonna do
horse.
this, huh? We're
Yeah.
going through with this.
So that's the reason why Bazak's not here. He's carrying the children.
Fine.
You guys are-
You guys are cheap. And then he leans down.
What about the other kids? Because we have Molly, their son.
He shapeshifts into a unicorn. The children freaking love it. They run up, they jump on top of him, and
Yo,
he
next.
he mane in the wind goes off.
That's funny.
You have no idea how much that tracks with his backstory. You guys don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
So for how many kids do we have? We have Molly, the adoptive son, the unconscious
more.
slash dead body,
And
and
2 living
And two,
kids.
2 other little kids.
are these
two
guys on
other-
the way? Did we check with them?
So Johnny's carrying over his
Johnny,
left
don't
shoulder
ask the
the
question.
wrapped up
One
dead.
one of them lives in Riverhold. The other one lives in Malsha, which both of them are on the way through.
We've been to both. Okay.
Yeah, let's. I didn't think the GM would.
No, I'm not gonna do that to you guys.
Good
That's just
Lord,
bogging down
guys.
the game for needlessness.
I would
Yeah.
say I would say like we would just drop the first one off Riverhold, drop the second one off at Malsha, and then we're headed straight for Vigo.
Yep.
Okay. When you drop the second one off at Malsha, you hear this takes place over the next several weeks. When you drop, I'll say, when you drop off the first one in Riverhold, you meet Alfred again, who promises to get the child back to where they belong. Asks if you have been keeping up with your studies.
Yeah, I've learned, Joe. I've learned so much. Not
Well,
all
that's-
the words that I've learned.
Excellent, excellent. If you have need of my services, again,
Of course I'll come back. Of course.
I will be traveling with his lordship to Almara, in a few weeks' time for for a feast. There is a wedding ceremony that will be held in Almara in about a month and a half or so.
Whose wedding is it?
Oh, it's nobles. I believe it's the father's cousins, brothers. He just goes down like a list of this like long family tree that after like 3 or 4 names, you have no idea who this person is.
That's crazy. We just came back from there too.
Well, be an event. Should you be back in town, of course you would have to get invited to it. But I probably could get in a good word with
Mayor Contador. He would probably invite you after delivering the chests safe and sound.
That's fine. Honestly, we gotta head back to Vigo though.
Or
But-
perhaps when you come back, it would be of interest to you. At any rate, if you should need me, that's where I would be.
Actually, yes. I would like that. And you think we could, like, you could show me a way to what you teach me, put it in a book so I can take back home? Think you could do that? And then teach me how to teach?
Teaching is not difficult, Falco. You just pass on what you've learned.
Oh,
Yep, I believe you would be an excellent teacher. Absolutely. You don't need any poppycock from me.
poppycock. Sorry. Yeah, I just my mom, like, even my mom doesn't know how to read, so it's like I wanna show her what I know. Okay, cool. I
You
can
see
do
this?
that.
You see this kind of face. He
Teaching your mother how to read.
Yeah,
That's
okay?
beautiful.
Oh,
That is beautiful. I knew you were a good egg, Falco.
thanks, Alfred. Appreciate that. Yeah, but
I'm sure you have got your spunk from her. And if that's the case, then she would be a quick learner.
yeah, she's great. But you stay safe, Alfred, and like remembering what Lance has said, just tap him on the shoulder, like, truly be safe.
Absolutely. Well, I have his lordship and the predators of Prahedron to keep me safe, but absolutely.
You guys leave Riverhold
Before we
on
leave
the
Riverhold, if I could,
yes.
visit the Jakos burial burn site
Yes.
and just quick honor memoriam thing. Done something simple, so he just takes out the rapier, which is Jakos's beautiful rapier that he turned into the walking cane. Kind of honor that, admire that for a second or a bit, put that back, and then reach into his pocket, grab one of the golden buttons, and flip it onto where we burn the body. And then that would be his honor to him.
You flip the button, it passes through the air, and as it hits on the ground, you can hear this kind of ping.
Like it hit something?
Yeah, like it hit something metallic.
Did we burn him with something metal left on him?
I don't think so. He only had the harp on him. Everything else was in the bag.
Is it disrespectful to check this late? Because I could have
No,
sworn that
let's do it.
just kind of like with his foot, just kind of disturbs the air to see what it hit.
There's nothing metallic in the area. You feel from your vest pocket almost a whooshing, like a wind blowing from your vest pocket as a golden light emits from the map.
Take it out.
As you take it out, you notice the X moves to very close to where you guys are standing.
What happened, Don? What's going on? What happened?
The supposed portal to where Quincy is of course, you know it moves, right? It's now very close to here.
How close is close?
How close is close?
It's a big map. I mean, it's what's on Foundry.
I'm not sure, and I don't really know how to find it. spot it? Would I know how to spot it?
Mm-mm. I mean, you can try to roll a nature check to recall knowledge.
Sure, why not? And at the same time,
Could
I
aid.
don't know where Mosmo is, but I'd ask him to like do his eye thing and see if he can detect anything magic around here. But who knows where
Hmm.
that boy is? Oh, 26 nature.
With a 26, you would not.
Oh.
No, you know, it's Fey in nature.
Mhm.
Your grandfather talked a bit about the Fae. Your father talked a bit about the Fae. Gosh, like this is kind of a druid's department.
Mhm.
And as you look over, Bezek is in unicorn form, itching his hindquarters.
Uh,
Oh, boy. What are you doing?
do you allow me to ask him, even though Jesse's not here, or is that something to save?
You can ask him.
I'd ask him if maybe he knows anything about how. Yeah, I do. I don't speak unicorn horse.
He drops it.
Thank you.
You know, I can only do this like once or twice a day, right?
I'm sure fine. What else are we
That's
gonna
fine.
need it for, huh?
We can have them ride Slippy if they need.
This is degrading. Does make him happy though, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you do like to make the children happy.
Eh. He walks over to the grave site. So what are you looking for?
Supposedly a portal to the Fae?
The what now?
Yeah, we don't know.
Why do you want to go there? You don't want to go there.
Well, not now, of course.
No, I am not helping you find a portal to the Fey realm. I'm not
Try to
doing
find
it.
Quincy.
but we have a
That's what the
friend
map tells us.
who's
Who
lost
is
in there.
Quincy?
A friend who got lost. We need to help find him. It's been a while.
I don't know if we'd call him a friend. More of an employer at one point in time.
And it's something Alfred taught me. When you're not really friends, but you're cordial, acquaintance. Like we're acquaintances.
Listen. Do not mess with the Fey.
Of
Don't
course.
don't talk to them.
Mhm.
Don't go to them.
Mhm.
Don't ask them for favors. Don't deal with them.
Mhm.
Kind of thinks for a moment. Yeah. Then he turns around and walks away.
Hey, what's
That's
his
no
problem?
use. I'm soon we'll find it later when we are ready.
Need to.
Ready to go.
Okay. You guys head through Riverhold. You go into the lift that takes you down to the boat. You meet the river master who sets you up with a boat that goes over the river. And then you paddle your way over the river. And for the first time in over a month or two, but it feels like years, you return to the Dominion Common. This kind of sick feeling floods over you, knowing as you step off the boat, the Inquisition is here, and it has full reign to do whatever it wants. And that kind of drives you forward to go after Vigo even faster. So you head off without spending the night in Ravenwood. You head off to Malsha. You make Malsha in a few days since leaving Almara, and you spend a few days there trying to track down the child's parents. You end up finding the child's parents, and in the course of these 2 days that you spend there, you hear a number of rumors about the war effort and how it hasn't been going very well on the southern front with the Roughnecks. You hear rumors about Vigo and how the prodigal son returned, something along that line. Although it's the lady in waiting returned. And they talk about how Lady Violet woke up and seized control of the city from the Inquisition, kicked the Inquisition out just several weeks ago.
Is it Vigo?
In
Okay.
Vigo. You also hear of a menace in Dartland Forest. A rampaging tribe of orcish warriors that raid upon travelers. You hear to steer clear of Dartland Forest, for the orcs are there, and they will take you apart. You also hear rumors of a fantastic feast up in Leon that is supposed to be happening within the next week or so. Of course, Don, you're like, it's Abrasia. It's always fantastic. You also hear a rumor that perks your ears up, Falco, of a fantastically huge four-legged beast with a mighty tail that had been seen in the area in recent weeks.
I think we lost Massimo.
Yeah, I think we lost him too. I think he fell asleep or something.
It's early in the night? Nah. It's a parent thing.
Maybe. But it's not. It's not apparent at all.
Right.
Mm.
I
Huh?
did not fall asleep and just woke up 5 seconds ago.
No.
Oh, come on, dude.
I don't know what happened. I'm just sitting here eating my food, and next thing I wake up and I'm like, oh no, what happened?
Lots of stuff happened, bro. Lots of stuff happened.
Yeah.
You missed so
Wow,
much.
you missed
You need to
all-
watch this. You missed a
Don't
lot.
ever
You need
fall
to watch this.
asleep in the
will.
forest. Don't ever fall asleep in the
I
forest
will.
again.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
bad for you.
It was
Yeah.
bad.
Oh,
You
It
had a
was
weird
Robin
dream.
Hood and his merry men.
Yeah, your
They all
pockets
look
feel a
like
little lighter.
firefighters.
I don't know what happened.
Anyway,
You guys continue on through Malsha. Falco, you make a note of that for your nefarious purposes.
what was the near where
It
in
was in-
Fort-
Shia.
It was in between Vidoba and Malsha in the Riston Plains. That's where it was sighted.
Which is exactly the path we're taking.
Well,
Well, we already took
technically,
it.
no. You don't have to go to
Bing.
Vidoba. You just go up
Bing.
and
Oh.
through to Vigo. But that is the area in which it was spotted.
And then the orcs are in Dartland Forest.
Yes, sir.
Hope it's not our orcs.
They are
Couldn't
orcs.
be.
The only reason why they would be there.
Surely they're not fighting people, though, right?
They're orcs.
They're orcs.
Johnny, did you learn nothing with your time with them?
Yeah, they're violently aggressive.
Johnny.
You guys
Violet.
spend the next few days making your way to Vigo. And eventually, you make your way through the forests, come within a few hundred yards of a goblin cave that reminds you all of when you first met. I don't know why I did that. I need to
How
go
could you?
to.
You know, we
This-
never fully explored this cave.
I'm afraid most of what was left might be burned.
As you round up over a knoll, a hill in the forest, you come across Vigo. in the distance. Only Vigo looks a little different. There is a fantastic white silvery glow that emanates from the city in a bubble around the city. It extends past the refugee ring and totally encases the city in some sort of barrier. Uriah, immediately, instinctively, you cast detect magic, and it is in fact magical. Of the abjuration tree.
Duration.
It is
A
a
protection
shield.
spell.
It is a protection spell.
That's interesting.
Molly, as she rounds up over the the hill, and she looks at everything, and she goes, "Well, this isn't scary at all."
Yeah, this is all new.
That it is. I guess there's only one way to find out what it is.
Are
As
you
you,
nervous, Molly?
I haven't seen my mother in several months, so. And, I mean, I'm told that she was in a coma and asleep, and now she's awake and she's ruling. Vigo. Just. Why didn't she look for me? She kind of mutters under her breath as she's walking on.
Do I notice it?
Yeah, all of you notice it. She tried to hide it, but not really.
That is why we came for you.
She was
She's-
already in a coma, right?
She's. Yes.
Above table. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's all Johnny says is that's why we came for you.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, after she woke up, why didn't she come for me?
That will be a question for you and your mother to discuss.
She swallows visibly.
Everything's gonna be all okay. We're here for you. We're all your friends. Nothing to worry about.
She kind of gives you a hopeful smile for a moment, and then back into kind of desperation, sadness.
Jeez, been there before.
And as you walk up to the barrier that surrounds Vigo, you notice two figures on the inside of the barrier. Roughnecks. So then I told her, right, if you're gonna keep talking to me like that, we're through. We're done. Yeah, what did she say? Well, she told me to go screw myself, but hey, who's there?
Your mother.
Identify yourself.
Honorary Roughnecks, also known as the Serious Six.
Holy shit.
Hi there.
Looks out as you kind of approach. You guys are back. Holy shit, there's been so much that's going on. Hey,
right.
we should probably go get Dale. Yeah. Come in. You can enter. It's just it looks fancy, but you can walk right through it.
Walk through it.
Does Molly walk through it?
Molly walks through it. It kind of every one of you kind of it goes.
Right.
You go in. Uriah. When you try to enter, you feel a resistance. It kind of pushes you back out. And the guy goes, Roughneck goes, "Are you having a problem there,
Uriah.
Uriah? What's just walk right in. You're fine. Just walk right in."
Sorry about that. I'm a little tired. I might have just, I don't know. I've been traveling a lot. And then I'll try and walk through it again and try to push a little bit harder.
As you walk up, pushes you back.
Now's not the time
Roughnecks.
to be working on your mimery, Uriah. We have business.
Roughnecks look at each other and go, "Listen, you guys are all right. We can't let the shield down, the protection spell down. It keeps out magical beings.
Whoa.
I'm not. We ain't gonna say nothing. You guys saved us. I'm not gonna say nothing, but you're gonna have to talk to Dale about getting the shield down."
Alright, no worries. Uriah will be back shortly.
Bazak walks in. Bazak looks at you and looks at the guy and walks right through.
So what's the difference here?
Bazak kind of winks at you,
I have
Falco.
the, I
He
have the
just-
force running
see
through
you
my
later.
veins.
He's just punching it, trying to get through.
As you guys are walking away, Bazak leans over to you, Falco, and he's like, "I'm not a magical being. I just know druidic magic there's a very big difference.
Oh,
Uriah is like innately magic. Like he is a magical being. It's like Uriah was, I don't know, magical being.
I imagine he's like talking to us and Uriah's in the back like, let me out! Like he's just like feeling around the bubble, like, what's going on?
And then the
We can't
orcs
hear
eat him
him.
for lunch.
We can't hear him. We gonna do nothing. It's just, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Sugar.
We did just find his last name in a tomb, so yeah, that makes sense.
Go see Dale.
You guys enter into the city common, the inner city ring, and as you do, you are taken to the guard tower where Ernest sits in his usual spot. And as he sees you, he goes, "Well, welcome back. It's good to see some friendly faces around here.
Been a while.
Things have been pretty rough for a while, but hey, don't call us the Roughnecks for nothing, right? Where's your friends? Hey, you picked up a new one. Hi, I'm Ernest. Bazak. I'm Bazak. He shakes his hand. Wipes his hand off before he shakes his hand and then shakes his hand.
We're having a slight problem getting Uriah through the borders.
Keep your voice down. Alright, listen. You guys are alright. Don't. People here aren't exactly accepting of magical stuff since the Inquisition. You know what I mean?
Inquisition was here?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
told you
for a while.
that.
Yeah, for a while the Inquisition was here.
You know that, Falco, above table.
Dale's in a meeting right now, but I could. Don't let this come back on me. Reaches back and through the gate, the grate that's there, passes you a small metal trinket, like a bracelet.
Johnny takes it.
I'll get him to the gate, but I need it back as soon as possible.
I'll be back in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Johnny hoofs it to the gate.
All right, you run back, pass it to Uriah. Uriah, you clip it on.
Thanks.
As you clip it on, boom, you feel a pulse go through your vein, through your arm, all the way up through your head into your chest, down, and it centers where the brass vessel is clipped under your belt. And you can feel yourself kind of depowering. You cannot use spells while inside this field.
Don't like that at all.
Not-
I'm telling Johnny.
I don't
Yeah,
care. I
walk
grab
through.
him and I push him through.
Pull them in.
While waiting for Johnny, does Don see any of the junipers out on the roof anywhere walking?
Mm-mm, no. The junipers you saw, you actually saw again when you were on the ship.
Oh,
As we're walking back to Ernest, I explained to Uriah that he can absolutely not use his powers while in Vigo. No matter what happens, he needs to keep them concealed. And then when we get back,
You take the bracelet off, and as you take the bracelet off, you feel that power kind of come back. And for a moment, there's a slight tug, as if the bubble wants to pull you out. And then you center yourself. You get the feeling that you probably don't want to venture too close to the edge of the bubble, because it might just eject you.
human tennis. Let's go.
as I hand the bracelet to Ernest, I lean in. Don't worry, it won't be a problem.
Right. Just you didn't get this from me. He puts this back, puts it in the drawer, and yeah, and Dale's up at the mansion.
Who's he currently meeting with?
You're never gonna guess. Lady Violet actually woke up.
The wake.
Nuts.
We heard rumor of it over in
Oh, yeah?
Malaysia.
Yeah, she woke up a couple weeks ago. Yeah, drove the Inquisition out. It's crazy because she woke up. The Inquisition kind of left here. They had one guy here that they left, and then I don't know, about 2 days later, Lady Violet woke up, kicked the Inquisition out, asserted her place as an acting, regent, and took care of us. She even set up this magical field to not let magical beings in.
Well, are you any
Molly
good
is over there in the corner. She's kind of
I was gonna say, are you any good at keeping secrets there, Ernest?
Mm,
Because we have a
We'll
surprise
go see
for the
Dale.
lady. We'd like to go see them. Both, actually, I think.
well, your friend's a Dale. Worst case scenario, you get yelled at, right?
won't be the last time. Thank you, Ernest.
He salutes you. As you head up to the mansion, this is not DeCare's mansion that is outside the town. This is the house that's inside the town, the Duke's Manor, where Duke Calvé was murdered. You head up to that area. At the door, there's a guard posted who immediately recognizes you and goes, "Hey, Johnny!
What's
Nice
going
to
on?
see you back." He goes like this for you to fist bump, and he kind of,
Good to see
You
you,
want-
too.
you want to see Dale? He's in here with Lady Violet.
We're actually here to see both of them.
Right. Okay. Well, they're in a meeting right now, but I'm sure they'd be nice. They'd be happy to see you. Molly walks up to the door and opens the door. Hey. Ooh. She walks inside.
Gonna follow her right in. She knows this
No,
place.
we're with
Alright.
her. She's, you know.
As you get up to the get inside, you get into the dining hall, which you are familiar with. You guys have been here before. You conducted an investigation here. So you get into the dining hall area and you hear talking, and as the doors open, as Molly opens the doors, Lady Violet, who has her back to the doors, is like, "Well, Dale, I don't care how much it costs. Excuse me." She turns. She has a glass of something in her hand, and as she does, she turns to look at Molly. She drops the glass. Tears come to her
Mom.
eyes. Molly begins to cry, and they rush to each other and hug. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh,
Good choice. Good choice.
Back where it all began. Back with my boys, the Roughnecks.
so now for the
Mhm.
terrible, miserable, what we don't see to ruin this ending here.
Oh, there's always got to be one.
Yeah, who are we gonna see beaten and bloodied in a basement?
What you... Oh, I don't know if... Massimo's not here, so I don't know.
Mossy, come back.
Come on, dog.
We're not done.
Somebody opened up a door and came into his room. Oh, okay.
Show us a
He's
sign
having
you're
moments.
still here.
I almost went into an epileptic shock right there.
No.
No, that's just age. You're getting older, my man.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm getting
And you start going to bed at a decent hour.
older.
You and I both. 3 a.m. ain't cutting it.
Let me tell you something. I've been up with the turkeys for the last 2 weeks. All right, and I need to be soaring with the eagles. All right, you can't soar with the eagles at dawn if you're up with the turkeys at midnight. All right. Let me tell you something.
Tell us.
Joe, you are a turkey.
Don't say that, because if Mossimo were to hear that, he'd tell me I'm goblin, and I don't want to be goblin.
All right. What did we not see?
We're gonna wait for your Mossy.
He flashed. I think he's here. He's just not here.
No, he's not here. If he was here, we'd know he's here. You know what I mean?
Well, he can watch the stream.
Boy, he's
Oh,
here.
he's back. I threatened, and look at that. See, this is why I threatened.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what it was. Yep.
What you don't see. Oh boy, let me.
We just love you, Mossy. We want
Now
you to
that-
be here with us.
That's right.
My boy.
So get out of Texas, pack your stuff, come to Florida.
Florida sucks.
What I'm saying.
I'll have a room for you in 2 months.
My boy.
No, he won't. It's the gaming room.
Joe, you're getting out. What
Huh?
are you talking about?
Yeah, he's giving you my room. That's a secret I
Anyway.
don't know.
What you don't see. Well, none of your
It's just
characters
stuff
would witness.
packed on the front porch.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
What none of your characters would witness, or see, know about, potentially even comprehend, is a group of 4 people standing around a gravestone in the rain. Drizzling rain. The grave simply says Miles. Click, click. Zzz. Click, click. Zzz. Click, click. Zzz. Click, click. Zzz. I just want to understand how this happened. That's it. How did you not know? How did you not know? I was stuck in the bottle. I didn't have enough time. How do you not have enough time? You literally control time. How do you not have enough time? I didn't know. I didn't know. Why is this always my fault? Click, click. Zzz, click, click. Zzz, click, click. Zzz. Listen. Y'all are starting to piss me off. What's done is done, right? Maybe I can talk to my friend. Maybe we can get better arrangements than this. Like it's Big man turns and looks to this older gentleman with longer hair. What's done is done? No. I'm gonna find the person who did this and bring them to justice. Okay? Whoever did this. How did we not know? How did you not know, Timothy? I told you I was fighting a necromancer. He was indisposed, Jackson. He can't be everywhere all at once. He might control time, but come on. Click, click. Zzz. Click, click. Zzz. Click, click. Click. I know who did it. What? You know the bastard who did it. Lance, if you know who did it, then we have to go after them. Jackson, shut up. I'm gonna go
Okay.
after him. And I'm gonna kill him.
All right, take it easy, Lance. Who even is this guy? He's a former Duke. His name is LaCroix. He's dead now. And that's what you don't see.
Okay.
Yes!
I like the click. I was
Bro,
like,
that was so good.
I was like, oh,
he's
this
just
man
cocking the
mad.
gun.
This
He's
man mad. That man is pissed.
Time he's just cocking the gun and spinning it, cocking the gun and spinning it.
Click. I'm like, oh man, he's
Bad.
thinking. That's dangerous. He's thinking. That man is pondering some stuff. That ain't good.
Gosh, oh my gosh. Now,
Rolling out his ears.
what's crazy is that is the last what you don't see that will follow the Lost Souls. You will not get more of their story this time for a while at least. Which
Because
means
next
we
session-
very easily could segue into a Lost Souls adventure. There are 3 that I have planned out. The first one is Heroes and Villains. The second one is where's my phone? Have Heroes and
So, like,
Villains
the
is
region.
Heroes and Villains is Children of the Blight.
Let's.
So-
You want to end the stream before we go over this?
Go wacko.
I mean, you can if you'd like.
That's up to you. I don't care. Go over it.
No, I'm just saying that we very easily could segue into that one. And then the final one is both of those happen at different points in times. Heroes and Villains is going to be, 5-6 years before all of this. So it is their first adventure coming back together. Children of the Blight happen during the Series 6, what the Series 6 are doing. But later on. And then the new one happens immediately, like right now, and is literally chasing LaCroix and killing LaCroix. So, yeah.
Pretty good. So is this our
So-
scheduled break for 2 weeks?
I
however
mean,
long?
if you guys wanted to take a break for a week or two, we totally could do that. You guys are back to Vigo. I honestly reuniting Molly and her mom. That's it. I mean, you done it, son.
It wouldn't
Let
be
me,
open after the whole time.
Let me do this here real quick. There we are. That way it's not so tense in here. So I mean that's it. That is the end of the campaign. You saved the girl, you saved the world. You did it. And unfortunately, the world may never know. But all the villains do. And they're coming for you.
Oh,
You guys have got a whole pantheon of villains lined up. Anyway, for those of you that have stumbled upon this stream that are not us in the future, we hope that you enjoyed the stories that we have here. Again, this is not intended to be viewed, but if you like it, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, give us a like, subscribe, and check us out. We do this every Monday night, unless we're taking a break. And sometimes it's 6 p.m. Eastern, sometimes it's 7, sometimes it's
All depends.
7:04.
We all work regular jobs, so
Yeah, we all have other jobs, so real jobs, and so we can't play all the time, which sucks. To our future selves, you know what you did.
Be proud of it.
Don't do it again.
Don't do it again. Listen,
It
you
was
know what
bad.
you did.
It was bad.
Also, go to sleep.
You don't have to.
I did, okay? Like just then I did,
He,
actually.
folks, he's actually
Yep.
speaking to himself.
I'm speaking to myself. All right. Well, from all of us here at this beautiful time and place in this unnamed
Location.
Pathfinder podcast / video / whatever. Thank you for watching and good night.
Yo.
Thank you everyone for watching.